Alright guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host GD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, massive respect to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as you saw by the title, are we doomed? What are we talking about? We're talking about, and we're solely focusing on the Jamaica Reggae Boyz main team. All right. Is it doomed of qualifying for the World Cup 2026? We're going to go through all the actual makeups and why we're asking this question. All right, so thanks everyone that have actually checked in so far. We're going to do 2 hours here. I might just open the platform so people can give their take after I've actually structured everything that I want to put in order so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. So anyways, we have just posted a video on Heimir Hallgrimsson. Heimir Hallgrimsson decided that he's going to resign from the Jamaica national team, and we are getting information that it was from before he decided that he's going to leave the national team. So we had asked a few questions in that said video, so you can go there and make sure to check it out. But with all of that said, we have 1 full year before, or not 1 full year, we have 11 months before we have the next set of installments, which I'm going to try and put on the screen here, because we had a few rounds. So for instance, this is what we had here. First round, we never participated in because we weren't one of the lowly ranked teams. Second round, this is what we participated in, window 1. So we played 2 matches, Dominica and Damrek. All right, we won both of them, and but we are still in second position due to the fact that Guatemala had scored more than us. So within window 2, we are going to have BVI and also Guatemala come in for our spots. All right, yes. So that is for the conclusion of the second round. After that, or before going to the third round, calculation will come into play based on the amount of points accumulated and also the amount of goal difference if points are joint. So if you and the next team from the next round comes on the same amount of points, it's going to go to do the separation as it relates to goal difference. All right, yes. And then after that, based on that, your seeding, that's where you're going to end up. So you have 3 groups in the third round. 3 groups in the third round. That means, simple means, it's going to go in that order of you having 2 second place teams and 2 first place teams from the second round in your actual group. All right. So if you have not been one of the better top three first place teams, you are going to be in a group with one of the top 3 first place teams. That's what it truly means, to be honest. I heard one of our brethren checked me and asked me to explain the rules going to the next round, and I had to try to explain to him that's how it's going to work. So based off all of what you're seeing, you believe that we're going to get it together within the next 11 months to finish off these games, accumulate all of the points, them finish first, and also be prepared to go into the third round and then comes first. Because once you go into any one of those groups, it's only the first go directly to the World Cup, and then the next top 2 out of 3 groups would go to the Confed to fight for a next spot. Confed means a next person that's in the same position as you. So if it's from the South American region, you might just get an next Venezuela to fight for a World Cup spot or something of that sort. That's what it means. So based off where we are now, are you saying that we're doomed, or you're saying that everything is okay? Because the other day I've done a video, the president said everything is okay and they're getting enough help to get everything done. But when I read his statements, I think he's more talking about his overall development and not necessarily the direct situation that we have right here, which is the World Cup qualifiers. So is it doomed? Are we doomed for the World Cup qualifiers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Let me start by bigging up the people. And as you come in, make sure to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. Thanks for being here. And anyone, any point of this video you want to give your take, please leave it in the comment section and I will get it to you. If you text me personally on my phone number, a lot of people does. And then sometimes your message will be lost and then I don't respond to it, and then maybe you might not get the answer that you're trying to get at said time. Omar Fowling, big up yourself, my brother. Hope all is well. Martin Baker in the building, massive respect. Chris Smith in the building, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Lansley Blake in the building, big up yourself, thanks for being here, massive respect. Sheridan, my brother, massive respect. Alan Weatherburn in the building as well. J.S. Laguna in the building. Nitro said, not with this, JFF. We are indeed doomed. So, Nitro, just off the first part of the conversation, Nitro said that we are doomed already. We ain't going anywhere. All right. Expand a little bit for me, Nitro. All right. Then we have Determined in the house says, big up JD. Hope all is well with the family. Yes, I am with the home with the kid today. But I have a few things that I have to do, which is this. The one before, and also I have one later with Africans to do, and then in between I have to take care of the kid, but we're letting it work, so I'm definitely good people. All right, then we have Big Boss Cranky, massive respect Cranky. I missed the live yesterday, but I saw it come up, so I will watch it if I get the time, but I clearly, or when I get the time, I will watch it. All right, yes. Parish Council said, most important, will the players receive the next manager? Are they upset by the fact that Hallgrimsson left? It all depends on the reaction of the players. Thank you very much. So you have to put all of that into questions as well, Parish Council, because sometimes it takes a while for you to accept certain things. So you have to add that acceptance amount of time on it, which is the same 11 months. The time will not push back because we have problems. It will still stay the same. All right, yes, it will still stay the same, so you have to factor all of that in, Parish Council, to decide. I think it's a very much bigger challenge than what the president actually stated. All right, so before we go anywhere, yeah, big up. All right, morning, Dark Beskar. Please open up the phone line. If you don't, we'll have a problem. Okay, I will give you a chance to speak on this matter. That's it. I know when I will have to open the phone line, but I have to give you the information that we have, so at least we don't ramble all over the place without any information. All right. So, anyways, let me start with the first one out of our pact. All right, so let me connect this to what we just spoke on. So this is Concacaf. Concacaf made sure to give you like what they took of the first. Let me make sure I put it in the right context. All right, so the window one, second round. So they have actually put everything together. So these are the teams featured in window one. So top moments from the June 2024 World Cup qualifiers. All right, the first one they mentioned right here. This is nothing to do with me. This is just directly from them. All right. The second round of Concacaf qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup delivered top moments during the June 2024 match window. Here is a look at the best moments from Concacaf World Cup qualifying as the road to 2026 continue. A victory 55 years in the making. The Suriname men's national team ended a stretch of 55 years and 5 months, 55 years, 5 months and 11 days to win at home with a score of 4-1. It did against St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Wednesday, June 5th, 2024 to start its current qualifying campaign with 3 points. Charlebeka, Elderman, Loneweek, and Mantor struck the goals for Suriname, while Anderson, 31, scored for Vincent. All right, as The first and only previous time this happened for Suriname was on December 2022, 1968 against El Salvador. Alright, so Suriname was one of the better performers. Then after, Andy Rojas breaks 67-year-old record with his goal in a 4-0 win against St. Kitts and Nevis Thursday, June 6th, 2024. Emmanuel Rojas became the youngest player to score a goal for Costa Rica. All right, so Costa Rica impressed as well. 18 years, 6 months, and 1 day. All right. And they looked at the rest. Honduras, El Salvador, and winless streaks as well. All right. Curacao, they mentioned so far. Let me see. All right, I'm still looking to see. All right, and then the Soca Warriors they mentioned. So we never got a mention, none at all, in the actual window. Let me go and tell you exactly how it sets up. So maybe it's a reason why we never got a mention. Maybe because we are in second position. All right, so at this point, let me tell you how it would have gone. So number one ranked team in the World Cup qualifiers would be. All right, so Costa Rica, Honduras would be on the same amount of goals. No, I think Costa Rica would have scored 7. Honduras scored 9, but because they scored more goals, I think they should be ahead of Costa Rica. Let me know, guys, if that's how the calculation goes. So I think Honduras should be in first position, Costa Rica in second. All right, Curacao on +5 here, Nicaragua on +7. All right, so plus 7. Okay, so Nicaragua is in second position. All right, so Costa Rica is in third. Nope, Guatemala on +9 as well. All right. Suriname on +7. Okay, so now we're seeing why they mentioned a certain team. I know we're seeing why they have mentioned a certain team. All right, so the teams that they have mentioned are all the teams that has a good amount of goal difference, and they're in first spot. So Suriname on +7 goal difference at this point. Guatemala on +9 goal difference at this point. Nicaragua on +7 goal difference as well. Panama below them on +4. This is going to be a tough group for both of these teams because Nicaragua is not an easy walk over. All right. Curacao on +5, Haiti on +3 wasn't impressive either, to be honest. Then we have Trinidad on +6, but they have 4 points. Costa Rica on +7. All right. So based on what we are seeing here, people, based on what we are seeing, we are on +2. So even if we were in first position, we wouldn't be classed as even anything of the top 3 best teams in the first round. All right, so maybe that's why we never got that mention, because we weren't as impressive. We scored 4 goals, conceded 2. So based on that, even if we come first, we wouldn't be one of the best first place teams. We would have still be in the bottom half of the first place teams. And what that means we would get one of the tougher teams as it sets now. So Costa Rica would be one of those teams at this point. Suriname would be one of those teams. Honduras would be one of those teams we are in the same group with. All right, Panama, and then if Panama finish strong over Nicaragua, Panama would be one of those first place teams we are trying to battle up in the same group. So what I've done right there, just to show you the top 3 best performing team and show you that we would have gotten one of them. So if we are the worst one, we would have gotten the first best performing team to go in the same group. All right. So are you confident to say that we would have knocked off that best team with the problems we are having? That is the question we have to ask here, people. I know I took a while to come back to it, but at the same time, it still gives you the time to learn what's going on in all the other places. Because I think a lot of times, the reason why we're stuck on this is because we want to manipulate the audience as to say that we are great, or we are doing astronomically better than other people, when that's not the case. All right, so that's why it's good to bring the reality so you can judge off the reality. All right. So No coach yet? No, I don't think so. JFF not interested in recruiting the players needed to improve the squad. JFF will select Coley and control selection of players. All right, so that's why Nigel says he doesn't believe in it. While I don't believe we slash JA are doomed, it is clear that JFF slash coach did not grasp the format and prepare our J slash JA team for best result. Warrior 777, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Cranky, right. Richard Stewart said, big up JD. I agree with Grim taking the Ireland job. The man not used to working in an unprofessional environment. All right, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I agree with you as well, you know. All right, very precarious position, sorry. Reggae Boyz slash JA in. I said it from June window. Squad selection. I have no confidence in us slash JA going to the World Cup. I think it's looking tougher and tougher because guys, what we are looking at now, when it dumbed down to the three teams, the three group, it's only one team going through. Look at right here, you realize it says qualification to FIFA World Cup. One right here, and then out of the three groups now, they are going to pick two of the best performers. All right, and the group that is the stacked group naturally never gets the best performer, the second best performer out of it. So that simply means your inter-confederational playoff spot won't come from the strongest group. So if you're one of the worst performing big teams, you're going to be in it with the next big team as well. And more than likely, you might not accumulate so much points. All right, so what we mean then. So for instance, an easier group would mean the first place dominates it, and then the second place might amass easy well 6 points. All right, but he's going to lose to the top team. You understand me? So most of those groups, that you always have the inter-confederational playoff team coming out of that. All right? Yes. So that's what I'm looking at to say that even if we're looking at for confederational spot, it might be even tough if we can't get it together, get the results, even if we come first. All right? So that's my argument. All right, so I would love for you guys to provide your argument as well. Sakpa said, Jason, massive respect, thanks for being here. I should have see this coming. Okay, Suriname. Okay, we had mentioned Curacao, we had mentioned Costa Rica, Honduras, El Salvador, but clearly you have PTSD and it's not working out good for you in your life. Nitro, that is not my understanding. Okay. Well, you just tell him to watch a video and then maybe let him decide what he wants to understand, because maybe he still watched the video, but he comes to a different conclusion as well, Sir Cranky. JA's position is so dire that we slash JA must win every game going forward, but not just win the games then. We have to win it by a convincing total. All right? Convincing total. And you going into, when you win it, remember you're going in with a new coach, so you have to get everything together and still deliver on a convincing basis. I think that is asking too much of the coach. The only good thing is the coach will get a little opportunity to play the Nations League coming up. So the Nations League will be used as a professional friendly. All right, professional friendly. Let me give you the Nations League situation. So that is like a professional friendly, people. All right, let me just run it through right here for you. All right, so this is the Nations League, people. So Jamaica here, as you could see. And I think that's what they have said here. So I think they are saying that we have Honduras, Cuba. Those are the first two ones we should have, right? Because that's what they have said here. In total, you should play a team twice, and I think you play a next one. Let me give you exactly how it goes. All right. Yes. So we have Honduras and we have Cuba to play in our numbers. But I've not seen the next one. Everyone registered 3. Okay, it's only 2 names on it. Why do they do it like that? All right, I think we have what we have Nicaragua. All right, let me look up that. All right, let me see what Jamaica have here. 1 second. Jamaica dates. Okay, let me just look at this one first, so it's easier. It's easier for the match dates right here. Let me look at the match dates right here. So where's Jamaica? Where's Jamaica? All right, so Jamaica play Cuba on the 6th of September, this 2024. Then we will be. Let me maximize it here so you guys can see it. So all right, so then we have Honduras after, and then we have Nicaragua. All right, so who will play the double spot? Oh, Honduras we have twice. We should have Honduras twice, and then we have Honduras twice. All right, so we have Honduras twice, Nicaragua, and then we have Cuba. So those are our 4 games for Jamaica. Those are the 4 games for Jamaica. So they are good games to get a position, because now you need to do good in these games as well. I don't think you can just take them for a friendly. So based on everything that we are seeing, I think we are cornered. We are cornered. Grim did us a favor, because that defensive mindset wouldn't take us to World Cup. All right. Bless up 80 football. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Yeah, man. All right, and then we have MP W94. So those are the games that we have, people, and those are going to be the ones that be our friendlies. All right, I think we're going to try to qualify as well, but it's going to serve as friendlies based on what I am seeing here. When it goes on to Hallgrimsson is getting high reviews on Twitter and those places. I've strolled down to like 200, 300 comments, and everyone saying that he's good enough for their job. And I actually believe that he's going to do good for Ireland. I actually believe he's going to do good for Ireland. I actually believe so, because I think that he can comfortably sit back and play his more defensive football with his team, because he's a small fish in a big pond, so he can do that. I think Jamaica is a small fish as well in a slightly smaller pond, but a big. Let me put it in the right way. Jamaica is a small team in Concacaf, but we have the potential to be a big team in the Concacaf. So, and we are a type of people that are much more aggressive. So we need it now. So when he came here, first thing he couldn't do, he couldn't lay back, because he couldn't be as defensive and work himself into his team. He expected to try and clamber closer down to the 3rd spot, because you have Mexico and United States being first. But the 3rd, 4th spot was always up for grabs, but Jamaica never had it, because Jamaica weren't better than Canada, Panama, and Costa Rica, that we seems to can't beat for 500 million years. You understand me? So we were over in the 6th position, right there, the 6th, 7th position. So but the squad itself had the potential to be up to 3rd. So you see, so it's a little bit different. So no, he can't build off what he's good at. So it puts him, I think it puts him uncomfortable from day one, because he thought that they wanted to work on something. But once the fans them started to turn, I thought that the fans them turned on the first day. All right, because I heard Oral Tracy on his radio, the first match, we too defensive and what type of style that, and it never stopped. So and even people in the JFF started to talk about the style of play as well. You understand me? So our fans expected a different style of play that I never saw this coach did before. The expansive style of play. I thought that he put himself in a bad position as well, because he said that he's going to analyze the team and then fit the right balance for the team. So he never told him that he's not that type of flamboyant type of coach. He's more of a structured, organized, work as a team type coach. You understand me? He tried his best to sell people something that maybe even himself couldn't actually deliver. So it puts him in a spot. All right. But why I have said Ireland would do better under him is because he would have that time. He would have had that time and can battle down and play defensive, because he's going to be playing England, Spain, Germany, 50 teams that's better than Ireland. So believe me, it's going to look better. All right. And promise you, we are going to be watching. All right. Yes. So I think that's what put him up there, because Jamaica is not as good as what we claim to put it as, and the people and demands were sometimes even bigger than what the team actually is. We have to be honest. All right. Wayne Evans, big up yourself, said, bless up JD, the JFF sucks. All right. Lansley said, JD, I don't see us scoring enough goals to close the goal difference. All right. 80 says, I think Jamaica got it. JD, I don't see them not qualifying. I see them not qualifying as well. Big boss, I am not gonna lie to nobody here. I don't sell sensationalism, and I think people love me because I've always spoke my mind. Yeah, I can see Jamaica not qualifying, and that's not hard either. I think we are in the pole position to not qualifying. So you have to go through the actual setup and see it. All right, it's going to be tougher to qualify now when you have a coach just coming in and have to get things on the fly. All right. My chance said Jamaica could easily be third best team in Concacaf. I'm not sure Canada has more talent than Jamaica, just much better system and federation. I'm a good year. Jamaica can compete with United States and Mexico. I think that is, but maybe that is the exact thing I was just trying to explain. I don't agree with that statement just a while ago from my channel. I don't agree with it, none at all. America's talent is way higher than Jamaica's talent. So you see, that's what's expected from the coach when he was already a coach that is a structured coach. So we expect to play a certain way. And we never had the system. So that's what I think. He said he like heavy metal style. I didn't see that for Jamaica. I was surprised he said that based on what I know that to mean. Okay. So you're classing it to the Liverpool style? Warren says, true JD, we should pick a coach based on our skill set, and Grimmy believe to get result this way, the way to go. All right. Ernest, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Chevron says, yeah, I find it hard to think we gonna qualify. I think it's going to be very tough. I don't think we should be this high expectation we set on ourselves. This is what's causing the bigger problem. Most Jamaican fans complain about the JFF and the team, but do not attend games. At least the Republic of Ireland fans will attend games. So Cranky, what if they can? Cranky, they can complain about the team. Cranky, you don't have to turn up to games to be a fan. You can not turn up to games and be a fan, Cranky. You have all levels of fans, because you can still buy a jersey and don't turn up to a game. So what Cranky, I feel like this is a cool type thing people try pull off. You understand me? No. The fans people can freely talk, Cranky. They can freely talk. It's like we are trying to censor people with these statements. If they are not going to games. No, Cranky man, come on man. Alright, remember, it's our job. It's our job. No, Cranky. It's our job. It's the national program's job to convince people to go to the games. Maybe Ireland have a better understanding. Their people overall have a better understanding, and maybe their federation have a better understanding with the people, Cranky. All right, I am not going to agree with you. I'm going to disagree with you right there. All right, yes. So you have to convince people to turn up to be a fan. To turn up in a stadium. You can't just bully people into, oh, you're not a fan if you're not turn up at a stadium. No. I can agree with people. If they think it's not right, you don't turn up. I can tell people that. And I have no problem with that. You have to sell people product. Cranky, in your business, you always make up plans in order to get the advantage. So why is it you're trying to use a narrative here, Cranky, and bullying people to decide if they are a fan? No, Cranky. Me and Virgin, but I got to disagree on that. Alright? You have to, and that is our problem in Jamaica. We tend to want to bully our way to things, not actually sell our product to people and make people believe in it. That's how we get quick things, quick and fast, and it done tomorrow. Because you don't sell anything in the people in brain to stabilize that input. So they are return customers. They're not Cranky. I'm surprised that Cranky is the one saying this, I wonder if what's going on with Cranky. But anyways, let me continue. I will call Cranky whenever the time comes. Spanish coach is needed because we can't pass the ball to save our lives. Here's my prediction. By the time next year, if things work as I expect, Jamaica will be challenging the US for the best team in Concacaf. You say that every time, Cranky. If everything work in the best position as what you expect, Cranky, I can promising you, Cranky, next year this time, click me, Jamaica now compete with no USA, Cranky. Alright? That is just some sensationalism thing. Click me. Alright, click me. I am a realist. Cranky supposed to be a realist, but I don't know if I did cocoa juice. England sell him or something. That from the other night him start believing a sensationalism. I want you, man, you have to pass the other people them, Cranky. Alright, you have to pass the other people them. So let me click this, Let me click this, What Cranky said, So you see next year, when everything goes good, make sure you change your mouth and I beat them, So let me make sure to type this down. Alright, so let me click it in my phone. So I will be attacking Mr. Cranky next year. Alright, yeah. When I hear heavy metal, I thought Liverpool style. England, Euro, JD. Well, we will see. The time will come. US picking from 300 million. Plus we want to pick from 3 million. Alright. JD, you are not a fan. More like a fanfare. Okay, Cranky. I don't think anybody believe what you're saying. Alright? You alone believe in what you're saying. I've clipped you right here. So next year, I will be fighting with you because of 5 years, me there start beat sense in a people. So you will, I will fight with you next year as well. So people, put the date. Next year, me and this man will fight because I know a foolish this in my talk. Me not ask you. All right, this is just that's a stunt, It's just a stunt. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Oh my God, I need to not believe in people so fast, Jesus God. I disagree, JD. If we work hard and play with quicker pace, we can dominate teams. Good God. All right. You only a fan blade. Not the entire fan. Oh my God. Wow. Let me ask you a question, guys. How much our personality arm our team? Like you guys listening to some of these people that makes put things in place for we to gain success. How much their personality how much the cultural style affect Jamaica? Because I think it affects Jamaica 100%, The way we go about things is mental, Like what Jason said, maybe the heavy metal way, we just need a quick counter coach who is very well, you know what? One thing, you guys can get canned. Guys, a 5-year people come and canon you. And me telling you the truth, and every year them reset back on the brain for canon again, Them just canon 1 year ago, They just canned you guys. And them a try to set up a next can phone again for make you accept a foolishness. People are foolish. Listen to me. Don't believe them. A foolishness. All right? Good God. JD, the team was in the semi-final of the Nations League and the Copa. Fan make too many excuses, but want to beat everyone else in football. Cranky says JD is not a fan. He's a fan blade. JD, you agree with Cranky? No, I'm not agreeing with nothing with Cranky. Me a bun out Cranky. Yes, me a bun him out and tell you, call him out too as well. All right? Call him out. All right? Yes. Big of yourself, Christopher. Sorry, my El Salvador brother. You know, sometimes I have to fight with my country people as well, you know, because sometimes they drink too much cocoa juice. It's like every single year. Let me explain what I think is going on, people. It looks like the JFF have infiltrated the YouTube space, you know, and make most of these people can't think for themselves, yeah. Because I can't believe what I'm hearing. You know, when I'm looking at everything, all I've seen from the JFF now, flat out, is to promote their people in positions that never want to look a job for themselves, can't get a job for themselves because they are not talented enough, are not educated enough, and to sell their players that are not talented enough, not educated enough, to cling on with other people that is educated enough to get themselves sold. That's all I can see. And I literally have an article outlined that directly from the president. That's all Jamaica wants to do. So you guys keep on making up on a story. We're not going to realize how much cons you're going to get. All right? Because I have to say it exactly as how I saw it. All right? Yes. That's exactly what I'm seeing. All right? Yes. Straight up. I'm not going around nothing. That's what I see. And I'm saying it as it is. Believe me, that's what they want to do. Nothing else. All right. JD, I am the most independent person on YouTube. Brother, Cranky, just stop your foolishness here, man. But you're the most independent person on YouTube. What are you even talking about? What are you even talking about, Cranky? You just come on YouTube and all of a sudden you are the most independent person on YouTube? Oh, that even makes sense, Cranky. You seems to be taking titles that you don't deserve. Relax yourself, Cranky. Relax. Alright? My goodness, man. My money is on JD. Well, believe me, it will always be. This man just come on YouTube 2 months ago saying that he's the most independent. First thing, my videos are based on football education. So I've never clinged on to JFF or talk to JFF. I've done only separate contents. Mr. Speed asked me to do an interview. I did interview with him. I don't bother people. I am just like an entity by myself. And this man want to take credit. Jesus, Cranky, go and sit down, Cranky. You're my brother. You're my bald brother, but relax yourself, man. All right, relax. Anyways, I have a next title. Here. All right, yes, people. All I'm telling you, don't be fooled. All right? This is all about selling people and promoting coaches who never pass nowhere and never get a job because them can't get a job nowhere else. All right? Them have got cling on. All right? Yes. Them get forceful positions. So that's what we are doing. So instead of our coaches go look at job after doing their badges, they have to get clinged down to the national team to get forceful experience with them that deserve. That is what they are trying to do now. And the same thing with the players included in the national team. You're getting things that you don't deserve. And I can't believe that Cranky is the one flipping after 1 week. You understand me? That is what they are doing. The man literally tell me that in the last article, the president. That's exactly what he stated. You understand me? Come on, man. Anyways, let me move on to Mr. Hallgrimsson here because we are the next subject. But people said they wanted to call in. A lot of people want to call in. No, Cranky, me take it personal. I go take it everything. Me go take personal. Me a person. Me take everything personal. I can't believe Cranky sell out the righteousness to fakery. Can't believe that. Let me call Mr. Cranky. I don't even know what you're talking about. Cranky sell out the JD. Yes, Cranky. Can't believe my ballhead brother. Sell out.
Relax, JD. Sell out.
No, Cranky, you sell out righteousness for foolishness, man. Like you try play the middle role. Cranky is a sturdy person, you know. The man never try sell people. Let me explain myself and then you talk. All right. So, so the reason why I say you are sell out to these people, like you want the football to just continue, you know, stand up and call them out Cranky. Look, the first thing you can't agree with Cranky. Every man, me I do my badges. You think Belgium are giving a free work? So
what are you talking about free work? In what context?
No, the man them bring a rule, Cranky, which them are forced score. So Jamaica have to qualify in spite of what them are put in place. It is them want to do no work for themselves, Cranky, which is to develop the footballers and develop the coaches. Them what they are doing is to force a coach to come in Jamaica, take up one of their coaches to be their assistants, and then put a 7 rule of putting players in the teams. So that is like you are not good in. Cranky, it is for everything. It's for every damn thing. No matter nobody, Cranky. My information, Cranky, it's for everything.
Listen, JD, I've said it over everything on my channel too, right? But here's what I've heard, JD. So if you were in the interview with Speed yesterday, he seemed to indicate that he was surprised we had 8 local level players in the squad that played in 2 World Cup qualifiers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And he seemed to indicate that suggests that the coach wasn't in it. The coach has already removed himself. That's why all those players was in the team. Right or wrong, that's what he said, right? It's also my understanding that none of the players that we have all espoused the view that they should be here will be here. That things weren't what they seem on the surface.
So hold on, Cranky. Cranky, you're not gonna make that slide. So you believe him, say him. Did surprise. You believe him.
September is right around the corner, JD.
Cranky. No, you said Mr. Speed said he was surprised. He was surprised. You believe him that when he said he was surprised that he saw so much JPL players in the team? You believe him? I'm just interviewing you. I'm just interviewing you.
You know why? Well, look, believe or not, doesn't really matter. You know why it may be true? Because he's always focused on the under 20 and managing that. If you notice, when we played in the Copa, at one point, there were only 2 local level players on the team on the field. Right? That's not debatable. There probably was 1 at one point we take out Nicholson. I think Lowe probably went out. So at some point in that, if you realize that tournament, we don't seem to realize this, we didn't have more than 3 local level players on the field at any point in time.
And
Joe Jamal and Nicholson. And play was 2. So we can't say that, you know what, it has to be 7 or 8 when they're not on the field, right? We can speculate that it probably is, but the facts don't suggest that.
Oh yeah. That's I ask you if you believe, because when I'm saying things, I'm not speculating.
I think there's a larger goal here for people, which is this: we can manage the under 20. And we can take losses there to sacrifice for developing locally based players, which I disagree with. I don't carry under 20 on my channel. You guys have to realize that. I don't talk, if people are complaining about under 20, I don't talk about under 20. Because I'm not involved. I'm not going to support any quota nonsense. But I think what Rudolph said yesterday was important, people seem to miss, which is this. There's so much money to be gained from the World Cup, they can't afford to mess it up. That's why they're trying to have the quote-unquote best team on the field. Whether or not they believe in having foreign-born players is irrelevant. They just want to win the money. Don't people get that? That's what they're trying to go to. That's why they weren't happy with the coach when he did so poor in the first round of qualifiers, even though he won the 2 games.
Yeah, but Cranky, what I'm trying to say to you now, it is not me speculating. When I say certain things, I'm standing on my word. I never said it. I'm speculating here. You thinking that I'm speculating, but I'm telling you that what I am saying, I believe it and have enough information to believe that that's the case. That's all I'm saying.
You can't say believe. You have to say you know. There's a difference between
yes, I know that's the case. I know that's the case. Let me stand up on my word. Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said here.
That was always the case, but I think the view is changing because people are concerned that we have the best chance ever, maybe the only chance, to make the World Cup. And if we mess it up, people will not forgive the JFF or anybody else, Frank, for that matter.
Okay.
So let me pivot a little bit on you with the fans.
Yes.
Fans, you can't have it both. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Sorry. You cannot support the team and want the team to win.
No, but Cranky, you use a word, Cranky. Support can be more than one thing, Cranky.
Support them, you sit in your living room and criticize and go again.
No, Cranky. No, Cranky, you cannot say. I can't believe that, Cranky.
JD, back up.
I am backing up. But Cranky, you're the man of words. Cranky, you're the man of words. And you say support. Support is a broad thing, Cranky. Come on, man.
But support means, in a lot of instances, you come to the game, let your voice be heard, motivate me to play. When I'm tired and I hear your voice, I get energy from it. Support ain't just being in your living room, complaining and watching TV and I can't hear you. JD, if you play football, which you have, and you go on the field and somebody boosts you, hey JD, the boy that can't tackle you, JD can't hold you, are the best feeling.
Yeah, but Cranky, I agree that the stand being full is definitely one of the best way of support. But if a man a cripple and him buy the jersey just the same, him still a support it. Him watch the cable where him pay for.
But JD, as you just said, they're the best way of support. Which means, JD, a friend of mine went to Vegas, right? Because he wanted to go to Vegas. I don't like to fly. That's something why I don't go to the game, right? I went to Texas. I got on my flying, didn't go to Texas. I don't like to fly. So I would go to all the games. But here's what he said to me. He said, he called me, he know me on that name. He's like, this is amazing. If there was 24,000 fans in the stadium, it was 23,900 Ecuadorian, 100 Jamaican. He's like, that cannot be right. He went with his wife to the games and two friends. He said, this is ridiculous. Where are the Jamaicans? And I smiled and said, well, where were you before? Because you weren't going to games. Maybe that's how they are. Maybe they just want to sit in their living room and just watch and then complain, but they're not out there physically cheering the team on.
All right.
So why does okay, JD, you talk about support. Why is the stadium full of Guatemalans? Why is it full of Ecuadorians? Why is it full of Colombians? Why is it full of Venezuelans?
Cranky, but that's what Cranky, this is where it comes from. But I don't want to come off that point, I want to still stick on the first point that I've said to you. Because for instance, if the man buy the jersey, Cranky, and they're there, you can't tell a man saying cannot speak. Because I'm gonna come to you. No, hold on, Cranky. Cranky, no, you're assuming. I've seen enough people send me picture. No, Cranky. Me have a channel where people send me them a buy jersey from the first day in a Jamaica before even me, Cranky. Stop those people, Cranky. Oh my God, Cranky. Me have alright. Me go send Cranky. When I'm done, me go send a 10 picture. Cranky, me go send a 10 picture of people. Cranky.
You can send me 100 pictures.
Oh my God.
Picture is not 50,000
So,
people.
but Cranky, let me. So Cranky, let me. Cranky. Yo, listen, me and Cranky are reason things. People. Hold on, Cranky. Listen, Cranky. Christmas, please. Listen, may I give Cranky him time to speak? Me and Cranky are brethren. Me not disrespect him, and him not disrespect me. Like a reason thing. Stop pinning on other problem you have with people at Christmas. Me call you out for the same problem the other day, brother. Analyze Cranky to what him saying, because we are talking about fans. He may put in point and me give my point, and the fans will decide who is correct. So Cranky, listen to what me I say now. Because all me I try to say is we can't bully people because we want to hold the next side accountable. You just said, oh, the Guatemalan team full stadium because they get sold something, because their federation do something. El Salvador, them federation do something. Cranky is Cranky is what you sell people. Cranky, are you are the accountant? Are you are the?
JD, I sell you performance.
Yes.
Guatemala don't win nothing. Guatemala don't competition win nothing. Guatemala hasn't won anything. Honduras hasn't won anything. They're in the stadium fully up. We're in the Nation League semi-final, and I went there. I couldn't quote the Jamaicans and I stand. We gotta stop this nonsense, JD. And Chris Smith, are the wrong person I met with Chris Smith. I tell you right now, Chris Smith.
But Cranky himself, no this, Cranky himself, sorry. Cranky him said no disrespect. Me call out the man already, Cranky. So
because he disrespect me because he calling me some name for no
That's what I call him out. But Cranky knows I call him out.
It's not okay. It's not okay to do that. I keep telling people this. People, respect each other. Respect each other. Use language people can digest. Don't be a cancer.
But Cranky, me call him out.
The point making is not disputable. Guatemala doesn't.
No, Cranky, you can't say the point is not disputable, Cranky, because I am disputing that point. Because
I know, JD, but you're wrong.
You say what? You say what? No, Cranky say what Guatemala win. People may go put up how much qualifying Guatemala have in a woman and man over Jamaica. Cranky, no. Cranky, you can't. Oh my God, look at that. Yo.
We talk about Nations League. We talk about World Cup. We talk about Gold Cup.
No, Cranky, because no, Cranky. Look, Cranky, you can't do it like that, brother, man. That is moving the goalpost, Cranky. Look, if
JD,
Cranky, a football, Cranky.
JD, was Guatemala in the Women's World Cup, JD?
Not this Women's World Cup. No, not this Women's World Cup. No.
Which one were they in, JD? Which one were they in? Tell me. I forgot.
Cranky, look, all I'm going to do. Cranky, all I'm saying is the man them sell them football to them, and I'm going to go and compare both footballing products. So it is not just one team bring the fans in the stadium. Me see youth 17s a play and Guatemala stadium full because them sell a belief. Me see Guatemala dominate Jamaica at a lot of levels.
JD. Nobody now focus on the youth football.
Wow! No, Cranky, you're wrong. Cranky, you're wrong.
Listen, JD, when it comes to fan attendance, people are focused on your senior team.
Oh my God, Cranky, you say you're wrong, Cranky.
World Cup and prominence. Come, JD, argue. Come on, JD, man.
Cranky, you're wrong. Cranky, me do. Cranky, I have 10 World Cup. Cranky, I have a day. Me do World Cups in Cranky. People, please tell Cranky say wrong, people.
JD, what's the hope for 2026? Is everybody in this region want to go to World Cup in 2026, JD? Isn't that the focus?
Yeah,
everybody in the region.
But Cranky, this is for yes, Cranky, that is for the male team, the main team. But remember, you have to put things in the pipeline, Cranky. You just tell me about the pipeline. So the man have to talk about them youth 17s, them have a sell a project.
But JD, I'm talking about fan attendance at games. And when I went to the game, Guatemala played Jamaica at Giant Stadium, and there are tons of Jamaicans, tri-state area. Guatemala came up with all their families.
Yes.
Wives, grandmother, girlfriend.
Let me try see if I can find. Yes, but I'm telling you, Cranky, because they sold something to the fans. Because from youth 17, they can have a project putting in, and them have the affinity. All right, yeah. Let me use affinity. The word affinity, then Cranky, because clearly our Jamaican people, we don't know them man from England. So why we support them for? So we not an affinity to nothing.
So JD, here's somebody in the chat saying, I'm a Jacob. What does Jacob have to do with the football?
But Cranky, that are just people. Oh, Cranky, them man pay channel to you, Cranky. Stop paying. Me and you argue your point.
No, but JD, I'm trying to make JD because I'm trying to understand people understand this and stop being parochial. Stop thinking the way you're thinking. You're trying to get people to think. They say you're an elitist.
Yes.
You think you're smarter than everybody else. That's not the point, people. There's a football team. There's an administration. Right?
Yes.
The administration may be incompetent. They may be inept. That's their thing. We have players who play, who we support and want them to do really well, right? We gotta support those players, make them feel good about themselves, so when they go out, they can do their best performance. If we don't support them, it's like they play a away game every single time they play.
Yes, Cranky. Yes.
Most times away teams are struggle. US Guatemala go struggle with away team. Our team play at home and it's an away game. They have more US fans in the stadium than Jamaica fans.
And I agree with the Cranky, but you ask why that is the case, Cranky, and you can't beat the fans them because you is a accountant, Cranky. Nobody, you no business where your account you do accounts for. Now have a strategy how to get fans in there, get the fans support, Cranky. So you can't just bully. All I'm saying, we can't just sell a bully mentality and patriotism. Oh, you have to be patriotic and turn up. No, you have to give me something for turn up. So me upset with them in a Cranky to say that you need to learn to resonate to other people. You need to be more educated in football. But me not think the JFF give them the education, Cranky. Them not promote the players them the right way.
JD, most fans don't give a darn about their administration. You know what focus on? How the team is playing. Most fans don't care about with Arsenal, I don't care what anyone them do. Put the best team on the field, that's all I care about. And his performance, JD. You see me saying about what Eddie do, or Cranky do. There's a curse Cranky when the best team on the field. So as long as a good team on the field, that's what we focus on as fans. That's what we attend games to watch is football and good football and good outcome.
But Cranky, we can't.
Administration. People are using Jada as an excuse not to attend games. I'm sorry, some people are doing that. Some people are doing that.
So Cranky, you don't believe that we should art. So if that's the case, then Cranky, the way you are looking at it, you realize that me, if I said the JFF start look at it the way as I am looking at it, because that's why them the higher media team, Because now them have to try sell the product to people now, Them actually for the start do them work, And stop rely on patriotism, Cranky. You know why? Look at history now, Cranky. Look at history. Who the people them come out for, Cranky? Whisper, Kaim Dixon, CC, Mona, KC, JC. Because them have affinity to it, and Cranky say cannot say the lack of understanding of a product. It is the reason why them not support it. No, Cranky, it is because.
What understanding, JD, is a football.
Oh my, Cranky, me and you watching Manning Cup and you say the reason why Manning Cup full because them have affinity to it. People have them are past student, them know this, them know that. Cranky say you can't change them out now, Cranky. You cannot. You have to give the fans a chance, Cranky.
For national teams, it's about the football.
Oh no, Cranky.
Which people, JD, which party you talking about administration when the football is good?
United States. United States win every game, and them fire Greg Berhalter because of this one, and them talk about the administration.
No, JD, you're wrong.
No, Cranky, you start this on result, United States never beat everybody.
JD, please listen for once. Please listen. United States lost to Trinidad. There's a series of things where they fired him. It wasn't just Copa alone. I said we're fired because we had a record, but JD. They had the history before. They rehired him. We all know the history. They lost to Trinidad. That was hard to digest. They come to Copa doing well. They lost one of their friends really badly. People are looking and say, you know what? We're not making progress under the coach. It's not just one situation that caused that.
I know.
It's one situation. It's not just one. They got destroyed. Who they played and got like 4 or whatever the number was.
Colombia. But Colombia is in the final now. Colombia is in the final.
From Colombia. Lost to Trinidad who the US no respect. Didn't make Copa second round.
Yeah.
There's a series of things. People in the US are smart in the administration. Nobody's going to make a decision based on one outcome.
Yeah, but
series of events. You know what? Given where we are, 2026, we want to go more than just the second round. We want to go finals and win World Cup. US think that's why they make the decision they make. I don't make these decisions based on just emotion, and I'm emotional. I look at the situation, I look at facts, I look at information, I look at evidence.
Yeah, but Cranky, you just asked me.
Then I draw a conclusion.
But Cranky, you just asked me which other fans have the same problem. And I pointed out United States. So even before they fired him, even before the Copa America started, they never wanted him because they have a higher standard.
That's what I'm saying. The issue with him and the situation with his ex and the Reina family, all that baggage was surprised they rehired him. Then subsequent to that, you had Trinidad lost, you had Colombia lost, it's accumulation of events to say, you know what, we got to cut the losses. Plus, there are other world-class coaches on the market that they probably want to pursue, and they're very focused on 2026 like everybody else. You're not playing JD before you go.
No, Cranky, I like this battle because people will find hold on, Cranky, people will finally figure out that I can challenge you and debate you because I don't think you're doing well in this debate, I don't. When people listen to this back, they're gonna. Cranky, only your friend them are gonna boot you up and make you lose like Drake. I'm telling you, Cranky, you shouldn't take this side. Oh my God!
Even though I'm seasoned, I know about those things. Let me say this, JD. When did Republic of Ireland make the last World Cup?
Republic of Ireland? No.
Yeah, did they make the last World Cup? Did they make the last Euro?
No. Cranky.
Yes or no question. No, JD. Answer the question.
No, they have not made nothing. The man them state that they not make nothing.
JD, they have 24,000 season ticket holders.
Okay.
That's my case.
Okay. Cranky, that is not. All right.
They're going on competition. They're now going to major competition, which they're doing in our region, and they have 24,000 season ticket holders.
Okay, and
sitting in their living room just complaining, and that's not talking about those who people go to their games. A lot of games are close to sell out, and they haven't gone to a major tournament in a while now, right?
Cranky?
So when we're saying about fans, and we've gone to Copa, we've come fourth in Gold Cup.
Mm-hmm.
We go to Copa America, which is a prestigious competition, second best competition in the world, and we complain and we don't go to games and we think it's okay.
But
and we're gonna cost the administration.
But Cranky, you know, so me agree. You know, so me agree to you. Agree with you only to a point, and that's where we have the big problem. Every time you name something, you fail to go back in. If you're a Cranky, you always approach things from as what you said in the same conversation. Oh, we have to use the evidence. Ireland, I try run down England in a football. Them have a football education a sell to people. Them have a product a sell. So it's not just patriotism alone them a use. Them I sell something to the people. Them Jamaica now sell nothing to nobody. Them now sell, so you cannot take off the pressure off of the JFF. Them have to actually go out and sell the product to people and make it in a football culture. Because we don't have a football culture. We just have a bunch of good players that we get from England, and that's about it. Nothing else. And that is just the truth, you know, Cranky. So even though I agree with you that a man shouldn't just go buy a jersey and turn up in the stadium, yes, but you still have to sell him something because he might buy the jersey because Jamaica name on it. Jamaica name on the jersey, so he might buy Jamaica. Him can resonate to Jamaica because I want Jamaica.
JD.
But I want to know the player them, Cranky. I want to know the player them.
Let me say something here. Back up. So let's go back.
No.
So you're saying, wait, you said the fans should sit in their living room, and I can't criticize them for just sitting in their room and not going to games, but they're fans, right? So the JFA should sell them something which they already know. Sell them something which they can see, which they're criticizing, they already know about it, but they should sell it to them because they don't know about it. So when I'm selling to you, when I'm trying to market to you, that means I'm trying to make you aware. This is something they're aware of.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to reconvince them by doing what? You know the product already, so I don't have to market it to you. You know the product. So what am I trying to sell you? The player,
Cranky. You realize I just said? I know the product, Cranky. Dishan Bernard just come to Jamaica, nobody know him. Ethan Pinnock, they are Jamaica the longest time, and people think a king. People who work for the JFF thinks a king should have started over Ethan Pinnock. So, and people agree with him in a chat, so people don't know him. We just brought Lambekisa in, people they think a Whisper the biggest baller, Kaim Dixon the biggest baller when the man play against Liverpool. So people know of the product. But the persons that actually make up the product, people don't know. Them turn up at the stadium to support Kaim Dixon. Them turn up to support Whisper. Them turn up to support KC. Them turn up for support with the JPL team. Them to Cranky, me I tell you, Cranky, you lose the battle, you Cranky. The fan.
Okay, JD, so let's say you're right, JD. So you say when
Cranky, come on, not say let's say Cranky. Just me not like the backhanded congratulations you give me. Me smoke you Cranky for the topic.
No, we get to the point, JD. So you say when people turn up for to watch US play, or they turn up to watch Costa Rica play, or they turn up to watch England play, or they watch Belgium play. So when they go to England, they want to go. They go in just to see Harry Kane and Bellingham, not England. They go to see De Bruyne and Doku, not Belgium. They go to see Pulisic and Musa, not the USA. I don't even know who for Costa Rica. That's how they go to games. Or they go see the team play because the team is good and they want to win and they want to support them. I'm confused.
No, it's not a confusion, Cranky. You named everybody. We build up a footballing culture, so them can go off autopilot. The people them start use them data, their analysis to figure out the players. Them England have one of the biggest league. Me know Harry Kane, me know Bellingham because him one of the one them for the Ballon d'Or. So me feel confident. You sold me something. To go and support. So it's on autopilot. I don't have to rely on the federation to do so. But for Jamaica, I don't know none of these players unless 4 YouTubers talk about these players. And then now I have to take my time up to go and analyze those players to believe in the product. So you see, Cranky,
what do you mean by know? What do you mean by know the players? Let's understand
No, Cranky, you used the reference to say that, oh, but when people support England.
So do most Jamaicans watch EPL? Most Jamaican football, I think they watch EPL?
Yes, they do watch EPL.
So they wouldn't have seen Antonio and Bailey.
Yes.
And Reed. Wait, I'm really confused, you know.
No, Cranky, you're just throwing out something to make it stick. I have the answer for that as well, Cranky.
They don't know Blake from a long time. They don't know Lowe from a long time. Really?
Cranky.
Yes, the Deshaun Bernards, yes. The Deshaun Bernard, we're not talking about the best players in the team, you know. Or the most prominent players. You're picking the players who just come in who are not the great. They don't know Gray from Everton. They don't know Reed from Fulham. They don't know Antonio from West Ham. They don't know Pinnock from Brentford.
Yeah, but
they don't know Blake from Aston Villa. They don't know Blake from Philadelphia. They don't know Lowe from Philadelphia. Really?
Cranky, I love the argument. I love this argument. And you're not even going away because I exercise in time. You can't excuse yourself from this. May I beat you today. May I beat Cranky today. You're not escaping. And if you want to continue...
Commenters believe that you're winning.
No, you have people. No. You have your fans, Cranky. This is a non-biased chat, Cranky. People there say you a win, and majority say me a win. Obviously, because me a win for real. Because me I give you valid.
You know what, JD? Because they're sitting in the seat you're sitting in. They're the same fans who are criticizing.
Oh my God! The man I use reverse psychology for the people.
The same ones who are pushing back on me like the Christians of the world. They ain't going to no games, JD. They're in the living room criticizing. They're not going to any games. Hey, Chris Smith, when last have you gone to a game?
Cranky, don't cuss Chris Smith. Cranky, from your cuss out Chris Smith from 30 minutes ago, him no comment again. So no bother with it.
I tell him not to cuss me. There's a big difference.
Okay, well, we not see Chris Smith again, Cranky. Say, we don't have no excuse.
Not to disrespect me. I said, no, don't disrespect me because I'm not disrespecting you. And I try not to disrespect anyone.
But Cranky, but Chris Smith ain't in the war. Chris Smith gone, you know. Everybody else say Cranky. So
those who say Cranky lose and Cranky run, please tell us when that's been to a game. Those of you who say Cranky's wrong,
Lord. So Cranky, I know it. Cranky, you're not gonna give me my honest win. I know that because no, Cranky, I'm gonna ask Cranky, me a virgin, Cranky. Cranky, me a virgin. Cranky, me a virgin, Cranky. Me a virgin. Let me just feel why. What Cranky is a reverse psychology boss, people. Me I tell you, him a lose and everybody know it, and him still don't want to give him a win. Anyways, him say when we go on Jamaica game, I have not been to a Jamaica game for the longest while. That is 100% true. The last Jamaica game I've went to. Hold on. A lie me I tell. The last Jamaica game I went to was 2 years ago. Because Jamaican youth 15 and 17 came to Netherlands and Belgium, and I took up my own money and went there. All right, so I went. Don't come talk about another national team.
That's not great, but it's not terrible.
And Cranky, I bought more than 200 tickets in the last 1.5 years. I bought every jersey. No.
JD, I'm giving you flowers.
No, you beat me.
You live all the way in Belgium. It's difficult to get to. I'm just putting your leg on that. What I'm trying to say is, there are people in New York who don't go no game. They come play a Giant Stadium. They don't go Argentina game. They don't go Guatemala game. They don't go no game. They just talk. You can't just be in your living room talking.
Yeah, but
Cranky have this and Cranky have signature this and Cranky just.
But Cranky leave Chris Smith alone, man. Cranky and me are talking, and it's a very good conversation.
I'm not talking about Chris Smith. Not a Chris Smith. That's in general. I'm in general, which is you can't say Cranky is XYZ and he's been co-opted and he's been bought and he's been this. When I go to games, I talk about I go to games.
So
and I hate flying. You know what I hate flying, JD?
Yes, that is true. That is true.
We still go game, JD. We go Florida to watch them. We go New Jersey to watch them. We go Texas to watch them. Those of you who are criticizing, always criticizing, but never supporting physically. It's easy to buy something because it's convenient. It takes effort to go to the game. You gotta buy a ticket. You gotta go transportation. That's what the Ecuadorians do. You think Ecuadorians have more money in the US than Jamaicans do? That is not the case.
Yeah, but Cranky.
My friend from North Carolina, let me give you an example. My friend from North Carolina told me that a guy at his job bought a ticket for $20 to go to a Columbia game in Charlotte, right? Mm-hmm. So we were talking about he's from Trinidad. The guy went to the game, JD, and his ticket not work. Money was said my flight ticket. You went to? And buying every year, I might drive 2 hours to go to the game. And buying a ticket for $600 and going to the game, JD. So we spend $900 just in tickets to go to a game here. Seat was probably a $20 seat, JD. That is called commitment. We're not telling about if they sacrifice themselves financially to do these things, but we're not making any sacrifices. Mm-hmm. But we expect everybody to make sacrifices to please us. We want the team to go to World Cup and we want to please us, because that's our pleasure. But we're not putting out. That's like me cussing people yesterday in my chat. when I stop my chat to say, look, people, I'm not going to do all this research and come here and do content. And of course, most of me are asking to subscribe, but don't be on my channel then. That's my philosophy. Yeah, but I do it all your views.
Cranky, me and you, Cranky.
If I'm doing the investment, JD, to give you something,
yeah.
give me back something.
Yeah, but Cranky, me head ball, you know, so that means we are getting older, you know. We are not in this generation, Cranky. We're beyond.
No, you get older.
So Cranky, I you know me how we show respect. Me always go from the for make you understand. We have to actually mix it. Me I tell you, Cranky, or you look at it, it's slightly wrong because you know what? Why me I gonna call you out now, Cranky? Because when the man them come and tell you say 7 plus 16. At 20, how much? 7 plus 16 at 23. And you say, you know, none of that. You don't need to compromise nobody. You don't need to tell me nothing. Once you have a Jamaican passport, that's how it should go. Now you're going to tell a person now, we have, because remember, it's a free will you want, you know. You want a free, just people, just if you have the talent, it's supposed to be based off that. Then now you're going to tell a man, say, him only can talk Arcos, only if him go in at the stadium.
No, JD, don't say things I didn't say, JD.
Okay. So put it in the right context then.
You can fit in two things.
Yeah, put it in the right.
Every Jamaican citizens have the same right and privileges and should not be discriminated against.
Yes,
facts. That
yeah.
Who of their own volition can make a decision whether or not to support a team. My point on the fans is this: we can't always criticize, and then we're not self-criticizing ourselves. You know what? I'm not going to games to support the team. The 12th man is an important part of any team to help the team and motivate them to produce their best. That's why home teams always do so well, whether it's food or climate and fans. That's why home teams normally do better normally than away teams. You're in a foreign environment versus being a comfort zone. When we go to games in the States, why do all the fans, we make excuses about the fans from other countries, and we're not looking at ourselves saying, no, we're not going. And there are people like AQ and his people. AQ go to every game. When the game is AQ go. And a bunch of people can meet them at Texas. 20, 30 of them will go to every game. I'm not saying anybody can do that because you're scared to allow it. But we're not having enough fans going to games and having a conversation. I heard this person calling me an idiot in the chat.
No, man, people, Rabian, please be respectful. Because if people disagree with me, then them don't disrespect me. Cranky is a person that has a YouTube channel, please.
I don't get upset. I don't get upset about the idiot now. Because I know who I am and what my intellect is. I get upset with using derogatory words against anybody because it's not a good thing to do. Now, it takes an idiot to know an idiot, right? And so you don't know me, so you don't know who I am. So if you don't call me an idiot, that's your prerogative. The point I'm trying to make, JD, is that when we're criticizing as fans, and it's all right to do so, we can do so with all fans across the globe. But at least Ireland fans, when they criticize, they go to the games. They don't stay in the living room and criticize. They have 24 season ticket holders. I'm not talking about the fans just go to the game. I'm talking about season ticket holders. I mean, the people that spend their money before they even do anything for the whole year. 24,000 is a lot of people for a team that hasn't qualified for a World Cup or Euro anytime soon.
And
I mean, I don't qualify for either of them. It's a new coach.
I fully agree with you on that statement, Cranky. But I just think you just miss. That's why people said that I'm winning, because you just miss that one part. You keep on missing. I know you have history around England and the overall UK position. You know how they crave football. You know they crave football and they crave to fight with England. So they develop their fan base over time. And that's on autopilot. So they want to see their team go further because they've been sold that. Jamaica never have that. The only thing Jamaica have is Manning Cup. And the 1998 we will never believe we are going nowhere. Until we get a few man and we win a few games and it looked like we were going to go somewhere, then people turn up in the stadium. That's how it went. So we never had that footballing culture more than just the kick pan road and who we can resonate to, which is the little youth them in our community. What our community run out and then him get famous, then we run to support that man. You understand me? That we know about Cranky. So all I'm asking for and all the fans I'm asking for is Oh, sell it to everybody. So no, this is all your point. We can jump on your point. When what Cranky, let me please no Cranky man, let me land no man.
No, JD, I said at the speed yesterday. I propose him bringing all the constituents together to allow the team to maximize potential.
But Cranky, me never watched it. Me tell him I go watch the video when me done, when me do that. Me tell him I go watch, me never watch it. That's why. Me did tired yesterday coming to come from Netherlands. But all I'm saying is, Cranky, we have find the problem. It is the approach towards the solution we need to go on one. And we cannot use bad man tactics of yo don't talk and this and that. No, we have to go to the approach of tell you what.
Come on, JD, I'm not saying that. JD, come on, JD, I'm not saying.
No, I never said no. Cranky, remember me debate, you know. But I'm no. No, Cranky, I know you. No, when me are talking, 158 people watching. So when me are talk, me I still give out a message because me I try to win my debate. All right, me know maybe you not believe, but me I try to win my debate for the 2-0 up. All right, 3-1. Because I win the other day with France as well. But all I'm saying, yes, that's I said 3-1. Yeah, Cranky, a 3-1 it there. I beat you with West Ham, Liverpool. I beat you with England, and I beat you now. So 3-1, 3-1, Cranky. Accept it. We are gonna be fighting regular.
I just selected France, as you know, because they're the underdog. I didn't select France because they need better.
Oh my God! Oh my.
They're the best team in the tournament. I've said this from day one. They're the best team in the tournament.
See, Cranky, me a bridging. You just need to just learn to give him credit. Don't say me pick a team.
You won the Spain France game. I'm not denying that.
So when I had beaten you with West Ham was not the underdog. Why you never picked the underdog on that day, Cranky? Jesus Christ, me and Cranky bet $100 a piece to give away. And that one, Cranky, come on, man. Yeah, what? People, Cranky say never remember. Cranky say never remember. How much people in this chat knew that first bet and first analysis war with me and Cranky go on? People tell him. Cause him claim to say him no remember. When me and the man, yo, Cranky. No, I'm just gloating how much time I've beaten you out of the 4 times. You don't want to admit.
You want to bet. And you say you want to debate, but you're also the judge. And you're also the referee.
Oh my God.
So of course you won. You're like the ref against Jamaica against Ecuador. You didn't see the penalty.
Cranky, every other debate will be taking place on your channel. But make sure you give me heads up before me come in on the debate so me can get a study and put my argument them together. And me come over there, come smoke you on your own channel.
Let's do this, let's have a debate, one on your channel, one on my channel. But we have to get impartial referees or judges for the debate. And anything, JD, you pick the topics.
Jesus Christ.
JD, you pick the topics. Anytime you want to debate, JD, I don't even know what you're going to pick. I don't really care. And then if I have time to give me enough time to do my research, and you can pick the side you want to pick too. Jenny, everything's in your favor. You pick the topic. This person trying to say I think I'm better than people. People stop the nonsense. Come on, people.
What's it that? Man, we're
trying to be better, Andrew. Andrew trying to be better.
No man, you have some man, Cranky. I just saw them stay. Me can't. Andrew 55. I saw him talk everywhere. Over your channel.
People try to be better. People just try to be good people. That's all I actually believe. Just try to be good people. It's important to be a good person. When you're a good person, good things happen to you. On a net basis. You don't have bad things happen in your life because that's how life is. But if you try to be a good person and just do good by people, you'll be surprised how life may work out well. Do your best. Work hard, work smart, and be a good person. That's all I'm suggesting. Don't come here and just bring your negativity and your situation.
Yeah, Andrew Vitva, do you do better, big boss? We just have a reason here. Because remember, sometimes even if me and him not agree, we still bring awareness to the actual subject, Without that, nobody would have been talking about it. You understand me? So even if me lose or him lose the debate, we still bring awareness to it and we bring a solution because we are fighting about a solution. No. No. Oh my! I am just trying to pick up. God damn.
no, you say you always win, so you can say lose.
No, I'm just cranky. I lost the one battle against England. I gave you credit for that. I lost that one.
That was not debate. That was just a bet.
Yes,
That was not debate.
yeah, I know it's not a debate, but you still won, so I gave you a winning. I show people that I'm not biased, but you are tell people say you forgot things with me, bet money pan and all them stuff there. So it just but it's all right. It's all right. Yes. So Cranky, go ahead. Finish up your point, big boss.
No. Anyway, JD, all I'm saying to the fans is this. I'm not sure they're fans. The ones who follow Jamaican football, because not everybody's a fan. There's a definition of a fan. All I'm saying to people is this, which is we can't just come and because some of us, some people, I'm not saying some of us, some people don't like the administration. They use it as a basis for not going to support the team. It's about the team. The players, look how Low and the JFF had major issue and he called them out and he showed them up. Low still got play. He put his best on the field. Some people don't like how Low play, but at least he can go there and he's a patriot. He's a nationalist. He can go there and try and do his best.
Yeah.
Some people cuss him all the time. He don't go try doing best. He try doing best, right? His best may not be good enough for some people, but he try doing best. We should be doing our best. And part of our best should be we're going to support the team, cheer them on, encourage them, and hopefully they win. And when they win, we feel good, right?
That is facts.
So if you want to feel good and you want to win, physical support at a game. I went to Florida, and it was a lot of less people in the stadium. And those guys on the field were great. Nicholson, Lowe, what do you do? I zero name, the shot I play for, I forget the name.
Kaim Paris?
They came to the fans, and they were so... No, it was Kaim, another one. Play forward, him scoring the goal cup that time. But I'm just making a point about the fans. Hector, they were so great with the fans. He used to be here to talk about security, me get upset because the fans were there with them sign autograph for the fans, and then take pictures, then talk to the fans, and the fans feel so good about themselves being there. And even though the support wasn't great of the number of people, you can see how the players appreciate it. The point I'm making is if you give them more support physically, it will help in their performance. That's not debatable. We have seen it a lot of times. That's why.
But Cranky, I don't think people.
Teams do better.
But Cranky, I don't think nobody disagreed with you, because I agreed with you right there, But the problem is, I don't think that support should be forced. I think we should force it by our own action, which the JFF cannot remove the JFF. They are part of it, and they are the housing. Because I think the players will tell you, look at 3 occasions. The one with Canada, when the rain washed it out. You hear the guy them say, open the gate, start tell people, them go up on them something. I try make people aware, say, the gate gonna be free. You understand me? That means you bring awareness to the thing. So that's what JFF should be doing. And they're never really happy about it because JFF never approach it the way all the players them wanted it, Cranky. So it goes to prove what I am saying is accurate. If you don't put out information to the...
So people are saying, you say, how can I force people? You know what? People understand what force means? There's a difference between force and encourage. I can't force you. If I force, I mean I gotta take you and physically move you, right? I can't force you. I'm trying to encourage you to do so. This concept of force is a misnomer. I can't force you to do anything you don't want to do. And I wouldn't want to anyway. I'm trying to encourage you and make you see that, you know what? Rethink your position about attending games.
Yes.
If you don't want to do so, that's your prerogative. But I'm sure you don't have a problem criticizing. So why don't you try to support to help reduce that criticism? Maybe if you support them, they play better. You would have more positive thing to say than negative thing to say. That's all.
All right.
So those of you who are out there with your negative perspective, your negative vibes, I'm trying to convince you to change it. You don't want to change it, that's your prerogative also.
All right, so the conclusion...
I thought, JD, since I started the channel, I thought about shutting down my channel, JD. You know why? Because Sports Saturday not doing it for me, to be honest, JD, because the negativity that you encounter, you're trying to do something you think is positive, versus the reward you gain from it, on a net basis, sometimes it's not worth it.
But
so
Cranky... No, Cranky, never stop, because... Don't ever stop. I understand what you're saying, but remember the fact in your same statement, Cranky, you are saying what your intention, what you wanted. Even if you're changing one person by your action, you're still you're still completing your task, but it's just not happening as fast. You understand me?
JD, you're gonna realize enough work, JD. I'm retired.
Yeah, no, I think that is the truth. That is the truth, rather than you over. Oh, yeah, you know.
No. It's not the work, the work can be fun, right? It can be fun, right? It's a toxic nature of the people come on and just toxic JD, just like, you know what? Why do I want to deal with you? Why do I want to engage you? Why do I want to give me a space at all? If you're going to be that toxic when if you're JD's trying to promote positivity and trying to cascade his message and trying to bring information to people, and what you're getting back is not reflective of your efforts, then you reconsider that because you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I understand, but cranky. But remember, you know that is. You remember, you're still a Jamaican, you know. So and why I said use the word Jamaican is based off you know what our culture is, because Ireland culture is different from us. Jamaica culture is different as well. You know that we have a pushback culture, and that's why I still stuck on. Oh, let me sell them something that it's undeniable. That if you choose the opposite side that tell me you just don't want the product, then it can completely come out and say these people not support nothing. You understand me? But until then, until me trying or the JFF trying, I cannot jump and say anything as yet. If a man sit down and I'm coaching, I'm Jamaica jersey and buy something where I help out the football and no go the match, me can't beat him so much and say him cannot talk, because I don't think we are doing enough to sell the actual product. But that's all I have on it, Big Boss. But I totally agree with you.
Which is if people have watched me over the years on the YouTube channel for my own channel, I beat the JFF as much as anybody did at
yes.
Some point, right? And at some point, you gotta try to think about pivoting. So how can I contribute positively to help the environment versus just saying negative, right? Because at some point, negativity can get lost in the shuffle because people just tune you out at some point. What can I do as an individual, which then be part of the collective, support the football, help the players, help the team? Because when they do well on JD, we all feel good on JD. We beat the chest on JD. We feel good. There's just like our track and field athlete. When they win 100 meters final, even though we're not getting their money or we're not getting their accolades, we feel as good as they do.
Yes.
So how can we contribute positively to garner that support for them, to help encourage them, so they can be their best and we can benefit by them succeeding?
Well, yes, Cranky. I love that, you know, Cranky. I love the approach, and a lot of time I took the approach as well. But obviously, my tone is different. So sometimes, if people don't listen clearly, they don't know that I'm taking the same approach, right? But at the same time, remember, we are a cultural people. So I just don't believe that we can take away the culture from our people so easily. So I think once you come in this space and we're Jamaicans, we expect to get this in a Cranky. So everything what you're just explaining, you know, this is what Jamaica gives you, you know. Going to entertainment, you hear the same thing. Going to even track and field, I'm on track and field programs, and we are winning. And I still see the same style thing, maybe not as much as Reggae Boyz. You know, but and maybe because the Reggae Boyz kind of tied into Jamaica football, tied into the same thing we just tell about. We are kick a box on the road, so it tied into our ghetto, in our deep rooted cultures. So that is much more argumentative, aggression. You get me? But for the track and field, it's a little bit more different because it's more welcoming for anyone to come in, and people get more education in it and all of them. I'm not saying the players them or footballers are done. Not saying that. I'm just saying it's much more knowledge based and knowledge ready as well, because you have the coaches them there with the knowledge. They're sending the players them different places, so the audience become well more informed, Cranky, way more educated on the matter. So their approach is less volatile. You understand me? We have to. I'm telling you, Cranky, this is the only hope we have. The approach what we give to the people. I'm telling you, it can work like this. Is what we should have taken from the track and field, the actual approach.
Yeah. Well, Jay, I mean, all I'll say is this, people, which is everybody have their own perspective, everybody their own opinion. We can agree to disagree. You're entitled to your opinion. If you don't want to support the team, I'm encouraging you to do so, but you don't want to, that's your prerogative. If you want to be constant negative, that's your prerogative.
All right.
I'm gonna come out JD because I hear so many people in your chat that saying I should come up the call and do call.
Oh my, Cranky. Cranky, you call me, and I call you.
I know JD, but I'm trying to have people like think. Every time they think, they say, well, you're the details, so you think you're better than people. No matter what you say, JD, they have something negative to say. No matter what you say, no matter how. Remember one time I said to somebody who I'm calling out the Phoenix bar to say you need to learn how to compromise. And the man went off on me, JD. The man lost his mind, JD. And I, you know what? I should take that as an indication of how some people are. And leave some things alone. So
I just explained the same thing, Frankie. I just explained the same thing to you. So let me leave this with you. I know that you're not me and always forever debate, but let me leave this with you and the people as well. Frankie just show the same example. Once you come in this spot, these are the people that we have here. So if we decide that we want to help, this is the depth that we have to go to help. So it's not as easy as what people think. All right, Cranky, big up yourself, big boss.
Yeah, man, bless up.
All right, yeah. So a very good conversation with Mr. Cranky. Always me and Cranky are war because maybe it started off wrong. I saw people try to twist the narrative. Malik, listen to me. I had never said Cranky don't have a good channel. I know that other people will jump on it because a lot of people don't like me, the individual. Maybe because they hate me as an individual as well, which I don't care about that. But I understand what I am arguing on. All right? And a lot of people don't want to listen for the argument. All right? So I gave my argument. Maybe I started off something that you didn't want to digest. But you, in the end, you might have gotten what I'm trying to say. All right, yes, and I know that my points were valid because they can be proven statistically as well. All right, yes. Let me go through this. I will call it back. 1 second. Let me just take these super chats first because we have to support the people that support the channel. 1 second, and then I will get back to you. So we have a few super chats. Colin Quest, big up yourself. Put 20 US on the board. Then we have Sheridan says a particular player once said, if we don't make it to the World Cup, it will be the fault of the federation. Cranky sounds like his friend who said, I am sure that Jamaica can do this and do that. Okay. The country football is their life. That is in relation to why people turn up to the stadium as it relates to Guatemala, right? Yes. And alright, and then I can't put up the next ones, but Andrew 55 I fight with Cranky, and out of respect for Cranky, I won't do so. Alright, yes, Andrew 55. Let me choose better words, even if we want to argue with someone, alright? Yeah, man. Let me try and get back the calls. And I have to call back the people in order, alright? Please. So just give me a chance for me to call them back, alright? Hello, good afternoon.
Again?
Yes, we're here now. Good afternoon. Go ahead.
Morning, Mr. Imaxit. I'm just more contact and they want to customers, but when I contact, when I get Frankie's contact, like if people don't go to the game, that like can't criticize. So maybe next time I'm going to clarify that, right? However, in terms of Hallgrimsson and his tenure at or with the Reggae Boyz team, right? To an extent, I think he was successful in terms of both, you know, we up our rankings in Concacaf as well as FIFA, right? We qualified for the Copa America, right? Some people might say we never play the biggest teams, but if we did lose against these teams, we'd hear say, oh, we never beat these small teams. We qualified. But we did, and we qualified, and we were not invited, right? We finished third in the Concacaf Nations League. I think with, you know, Bailey not being available at the time, Nicholson was suspended as well as Demar Gray. I think we held our own against the United States, and it was just unfortunate that, you know, Burke would have scored the own goal. And then we beat Panama to finish third, right? I know say Panama, the issue of us and Panama is that it's a bulky team of ours, you know, and we beat them 1-0 and we move on. Now, the World Cup qualifiers, in terms of the display against both Dominica and Dominican Republic, could it have been better? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Copa America heading into that tournament. JD, a lot of us, I think we have a good team, you know. I didn't expect that we would have made it out of the group, right? Especially seeing that you have Ecuador, Venezuela, and Mexico. Now, against Mexico, yes, the change that Hallgrimsson made was questionable. We lost that game against Ecuador. It's like we do a reverse psychology where we play good in the first half against Mexico, bad in the first half against Ecuador, but better in the second half, right? Then Ramos had the penalty that we should have got to probably tie 2-2. Now Ecuador them done beat or we could play Venezuela. I think that was the worst performance out of the other out of the three in general. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the best performance. But I'm saying to myself, I think what a lot of us lack is football knowledge in terms of we just see the team on paper rather than what is on the pitch. And I don't think. Well, I'm not watching a lot of these teams to know the ins and outs of like Venezuela or Ecuador or Mexico or other respective countries. But it is evident that in Copa America, you look at how far these teams went, especially out of our group. It shows that they're way better in football compared to where we're at in terms of our team. And I think what is tricking a lot of us is the fact that a lot of these players predominantly play in England, whether it's in the Championship or in the Premier League. But it doesn't really constitute that you're better than a player that probably doesn't play in the Premier League or the Championship. Well, if you play in the Premier League, then to an extent, you're better than a man when you're playing at the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that a player that doesn't play in the Premier are scrubs. And if you look at the team itself that we have, most players are from the Championship, and we have a few in the MLS. You know what I'm saying? But you have other countries such as the Ecuador, Mexico, Venezuela. I know that a lot of these players do not play like in the Premier League or La Liga or whatever, or some of these top leagues.
Really? Really? Have you checked it? Because majority of the players play in top leagues. Majority of the big players them play in the top leagues them. Maybe not the Premier League, but the top leagues them, and then the tailor off ones them play in the MLS. And then finally their league is way superior than Jamaica's league, and also the Concacaf leagues them. So you have to put all three things in context. So the league, the South American leagues them are very much stronger. The developments are very much stronger than Caribbean and North American region. So thus their development alone, they have an advantage. Then you have to add the
respective South American leagues that they play in, then fair enough. But maybe just had like top or like La Liga, etc. Like I know, you know.
Yes. All of them have players in the top 6 league. All of them. But
Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela. What is striking in Venezuela again? Rwandan.
That's Rwandan. But aside from Rwandan, you have several other players that plays worldwide and played at high level. But I'm just trying to show you how it's constructed. I supported your argument to say that not because a player doesn't play in the Premier League means he's not good. I'm just telling you why these teams naturally just be better than Jamaica. It is because they have a mixture of everything, and their bottom line is their leagues, and their leagues are always better than Jamaica League and majority of the other Concacaf regions. So it's not by accident they're ranked. They are expecting to win against Concacaf teams. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. And respect for that. And you know, JD, to tell you the honest truth, right? Man for man, if you look at some of these players as individual talents, some of them, they're better than some of our players. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that a lot of us are being fooled by the fact that we think that Premier League is obviously it's one of the top leagues in the world, if not top 1, top 2. You know what I'm saying? But you have a couple players in the Premier League, they must scrub. You have a couple players in the Championship, they must scrub. And I say the players, you know what?
And why you go for those violent words? Like why kind of scrub?
What do you mean?
Because no.
What we mean, JD, is like people should not be fooled because a man in the Premier Championship for me like him better than a man with a probably playing at the league. You get what I said?
Yeah, but are you trying to say that you can find players in the JPL better than people in the Premier League? Because that's not possible. So you have to put context towards this scrub argument.
There are many other leagues out there.
All right.
Not the Premier League, but they're competitive leagues developed.
No, but when you use the word scrub, we don't know. We're lost. I'm trying to bring you back so people can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but not go as far as we said get one from JPL. But just as I said, there are many other respective leagues, right? And if you look at Panama, etc., how these teams construct their team with their respective players, it shows why they're better than us, and the football that they're playing is better than what we have to offer. Now, somebody could have said maybe with a better coach, we could be at that level. That is true, but to an extent, JD, I still think the team is limited to a certain extent to even reach to that level that we see other respective coaches at. in
So
the recent Copa America.
and all right, so take out the Copa America out of it because this stream was deemed to solve. Are we doomed? So are we doomed? You think we're gonna make the World Cup 2026 or not?
Well, it puts us in a sticky situation, right? However, I think the next coach that comes in, it's a bit easier for him to continue the progress and add to what is already established. Because compared to when Hallgrimsson got the team to where it is at now, he's leaving it in with a better structure and foundation as a team itself. You know what I'm saying? So any other coach that comes in can quickly add to that and adapt as quickly as possible. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we're necessarily doomed. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But we have some question marks. You know what I mean? So the next appointment, it has to be the correct appointment because honestly, JD, I always say, if we can't make World Cup in our own backyard, which is in America, right? Then I think it will set the football back a good couple years again.
Thank you very much for not saying we need to stop playing football because a lot of callers always say that, and I think that is disrespectful to the other teams. Then worst off, I am looking at the other teams and know what they're doing, and most of the times we are not better than them, and we're just giving ourselves that false sense of security. Then we go out and bully the coaches them and the federation to do things that maybe they can't remotely do because it's not the truth in the first place. So that's why. Thank God for you're not using that final part.
I also think, JD, our expectations as fans, some of us, I think it's a bit unrealistic sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that adds pressure to the team as well as the coach. And even the administration to an extent as well, because when things don't go the way we want it, like we curse different individuals and say, I don't know the reason why the team not ray. You know what I mean? We have to understand that you have better teams out there, and sometimes it takes progress to get to that level. And progress sometimes you can have a quick turnaround in 6 months or a year or even less than that in terms of how a team plays. But sometimes you probably just need that one additional piece or two additional pieces. And as we say, yeah, Hallgrimsson, I believe you could have got probably a bit more out of this team in terms of how we played as a team itself, you know. But I don't think it was ever the case where he wasn't trying to solve that problem. It's just things never work out in that extent, but I think he was successful, you know, but I won't say we're doomed still, but
alright.
And I must say this too as well, in terms of the fans and support, right? I agree that the JFF, they must sell a product and they must educate the people, right? But I also think, you see, when you're a fan of a team, JD, even when the team is performing bad, I still think you have to give them that support.
Okay. So, you become a fan of something. Because that's what you use. You said if you're a fan of something, so you actually believe that Jamaica had fans. Had we developed fans over the last 30 years? Because that is the big question, and you don't have to answer. You can research that, and the next time we can talk about it. All right? Because I have around 4 more calls. Yeah. But the question is, guys, had we developed fans, are we expect, because we are a country that preach patriotism, we should just get people turn up at the stadium based off that? Because that is the problem, you know. Every time we keep on saying that we don't have any fans. So what? And then we talk about the fans, them should turn up. You understand me? So RR said, yes, we do have fans. I kinda... Hold on, let me next call right here. So 1 second. We know real fans. Good afternoon, Mr. Dan. We are live on the Imaxit platform. What you want to add to the show? Okay. So the man hung up. All right. So then your call gone. I saw the missed calls and I'm just calling back people. You know, sorry about that. Rico Dan, your call gone, you know. Your call gone, my brother. So because we have to call somebody else. Go ahead, Mr. James. How are you doing?
I'm good, JD. About yourself?
I am alive, you know, and I'm trying to get through it, you know. Rico Dan chop me off and then want to let me chop you off for him to come on. He miss him turn.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in Cranky. Oh my god.
You solely support Cranky. What you said?
No, I said I'm so disappointed in Cranky.
You're so disappointed in Cranky? And what? And what? Which one of the points then?
It's like his narrative has changed. His talking point, the way that he sounds now compared to when he first came out. I see. For me, it's like when you're buying food, right? You buy food based on consistency because you know that's for me. Because I know, like when I go home to Jamaica, I know exactly where to get my food because I know it's going to be very consistent, never fails.
Yeah, but
I see somebody start. Right?
Yeah, but remember you have separate topics. So have you listened to all of his recent topics to say that he's going in a complete different direction? Because I thought that this is the only topic I never expected him to choose that way, because I have evaluated what he chose before, but he gave me the answer without answering me to say that sometimes he cannot bother with beating the JFF every single day. So he just wants to be in a more positive mind frame and approach it from that part. So maybe him coming into YouTube now, see what YouTube is, and realizing certain things make him took a different approach. Because if you said you want to fix something, sometimes you have to choose the way of the softer answer in order to get into where you want to change it. For me, I don't have that approach because I am not trying to get anywhere, and I'm not saying Cranky is trying to get anywhere. I'm just saying maybe he has a different way to get to his answer. But I am just the person that I approach it from this standpoint with the story that I have. Maybe I have difference from Cranky as well, so that's why I came to my conclusion on that behalf. You understand me? So yeah, so go ahead. I'm just trying to put different spin on it.
Well, I guess I gotta, keep on watching this show. But from what I see, it's like, he's a little bit just changing things up. But anyway, I was on your show about when it was the Copa America started, about a month ago, close to a month. Right? I said to you that if we're gonna expect something different from JFF, we're crazy, right? I said to you that it started from the head. And you had a lot of people in the comment section, get this guy off the call because they don't want to hear.
You had said that.
They don't want to see the truth of what's going on. I said this is going to be the biggest pivot for this coach and the team, right? And everything I said is true.
But based on what you had said, but we figured out that this man never. He was just going. They knew that he was going to leave before the Copa even started.
Correct.
So he just
you go ahead. What I'm saying is this: even before this, with these guys hiring a coach like that, if you look at the coach track record, his track record has been the same. He's a defensive-minded coach, right? And I remember you was a couple of days ago when you were talking about the food, right? For me, that's when you have to sit, you listen to what and comprehend to what when people are speaking, right? For you, it probably wasn't a big deal when he said, I just don't like Jamaican, right? But that shows me, right, that is this coach willing to be receptive to our culture? Because for us, the food is major. For any Jamaican you speak to, we sell the word to our as far as food. Right?
All right.
And for him just to come out flat and say that right there was a red flag for me.
But hold on. Look at how I approached that. Remember, the guy approached him in a manner that we don't have the best food. And the guy tried to educate him on it that maybe Jamaica doesn't have the best food, or Jamaica don't have the best specific food, because everywhere else in the world has their specific dish. So you have to take everything from the rest of the world to put together to make it into the best food. So what I took from that is the egotistic mentality he learned that we have naturally in us. that we want to be the best at everything without any other information. I think that's what I got from it, and I realized that it's breaking him. You know why I've learned that? Because I came to a different place and learned about what Jamaica gives me to what I'm learning in different countries. So I can get into his mind state because he's from where I am at now. So I know that it's a culture shock to him. So that's why I knew that he would have answered that way, because he's educated on the rest of the world.
But JD, you cannot answer that way based on the power that you have. JD.
No, you can answer because no. Listen to me. But that is where I can always disagree, because you see, every one of my statements push people to go and study more. So they don't like what I said at first, but when they research it, they would learn. So when the man said that now, it calm you, it make you get aggressive and angry in your head. No, not you. No. Listen to Carla, listen, and not you. I'm not saying you. But majority of the people in Jamaica that would have heard that would jump up and say, "Oh, the boy, yeah, come talk about, and Jamaica have the best this and the best that." And then they would come out of their comfort zone to go somewhere else to see, because now they want to brag and back it up. Back up their argument in their head, and they are going to get educated on the man's statement right there and realize that he was correct. So certain answers, it's out of frustration based on how everyone jump on him. Yo, dog, I may have the biggest baller, you know, if you look on the English man, them English reject them, this, that. I may have the best food, I may have the best dance. Maybe it's just something that break him mentally, and he might just try educate you in a different fashion, because you know that's the same problem I have with this Jamaican channel. You don't realize that that's the same problem, because I am learning more, and that's why you guys said I'm harsh, because I have the proof in my head and on paper, but because nobody else cares, because your standpoint is always Jamaica starting from the greatest, but Jamaica don't know about nowhere else in the world. You understand me? So,
but also, JD, this is embedded in us. This is
I understand.
That small island dominate the Caribbean. Because if we don't believe in ourselves, as soon as a Jamaican understand himself, he know that he's great.
You're caller. Tom, JD, you going to be okay with anyone disrespecting Jamaica? The man never disrespect Jamaica. You just cannot understand what the man just said. And that's the problem, because nobody assessed what the man truly said. The man never disrespect Jamaica at no point.
But JD, as I said, this is what you're gonna. If you have a big article like National Geographic, a big company like that rates ackee and saltfish as the #2 food in the world, like, we have to put things in context. Well, anyway, let me move forward, right, JD? Okay, so now we have a coach that I think isn't the right fit for the job, right? And now I'm looking at it, and as I said, everything that I look at is from a business mindset, based on, just like you, JD, you analyze things, right? You analyze the game, right? For me, it's a business mindset based on me just being in business, right?
Yeah.
So the guy is there, he's not comfortable. I think the culture, he didn't expect that much as far as aggression from our culture. He looks very uncomfortable. He was sitting around the assistant coach, Marin Garden. He should never be here, right?
Okay.
And these are the things that I have, right? How can you force these quote unquote coaches, local coaches, on our head coach? These coaches are supposed to go out in the world, become somebody, then come back, apply for a job, and get the position. That's my take on it.
But that's what I've said earlier, so I agree with you right there. I just disagree with it. And the reason why I'm always beating, you see, because we are outside Jamaica, I always expect that we have a duty to make sure we funnel back the actual accurate information to people. You understand me? And I know you say it's ingrained in us to think a certain way, but I just believe that it's lack of knowledge why we think a certain way. So when we go outside and gain more of a wide-based knowledge, we're supposed to not cheat our people. And that's my take in my head. I've never wanted to cheat any other Jamaican person. You go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off, but see, JD, right? What you just said is so important because when you go out in the world and you see what this world is made up of, right? And you understand how it works, right? Now you should come back and educate your people because literally Jamaica is probably 20 years behind, right? When it comes to as far as the mind, I'm not talking about we asking for infrastructure and all this other stuff. Fine, it's there, but the mind is not there to catch up with everything that we're asking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
But our thing is this: when we come over here and get the education and we go back home, right? Or these guys that's on these platforms, whenever you get like you get an interview with someone from the federation or interview with one of these players, it's like now we just threw everything out the window of what we learned in this country, and all of a sudden want to associate ourselves to the organization. Like, to me, it's wrong.
Okay.
You have to stand for something, right? Put in the work. You will make your name for yourself. And this is why I respect you, Jay. You've been consistent from day one. God like Ryan, consistent from day one, right? So my thing is this: in order for this thing, everything to change, JD, right? The federation has to change. Because obviously they have a problem with conflict resolution. It's very obvious. And they have a conflict with organization. It's very obvious, right? So now if we hire a coach here, what do you think will change? It's been like this for the past, how long they've been in power? 8 years.
Yeah, you brought up a good point of the forcing people on the coach, because even Cranky said that Mr. Spade said that the national team is full and anybody can pick anybody, right? But yet still you're still saying that somebody have to depend on the coach's team. So no care what is so, and once that person come and gain influence on the people, them are going in the same role as Marion Garden for get 33% of the team to be selected. So why you can't just leave the people alone? So sometimes that's what I'm telling people, that sometimes they are saying certain things, but they're saying certain things and contradicting themselves right after. Everybody can pick everybody they want, but if you have a next man in ears just say, yo bro, you know, I have to pick the man from the lower league, you know. In England, you cannot speak the man in JPL because me think him go up different. If you never have him around you never have to think about that. You would have used your own evaluation, and then the coach said him leave him up to do that. So that tells you whatever final report is, that's what he's going to accept on the player. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes they can be saying something and they're not actually, they're contradicting themselves just the same. Yes, I agree. But I had told the Cranky that today as well. Because I'm saying I'm looking from all different angles. You can't tell me that, everybody, we can just be all overseas based players get picked in a national team. But you brought on a coach to say that the coach should be learning. Then the coach get 33% of the job to get picked. And then he might pick all the players them. And if we don't get a player, him can still say this is the player that is good enough. And then the coach have to trust him and respect him because he want to continue a relationship. You understand me say? Cause unnecessary problem by trying to force this way. Take the man in book. Tell the man himself to give all in book, and then you learn that way. But we don't need nobody around Jamaica in a national team, and if you don't qualify, you don't need for there on the national team. Nobody at all. Nobody at all. I fully agree with that, Carla. Fully agree with that. I think that is a part of our holdback as well.
That's always been a part of our holdback. If you look at Rene Simons, when he was there, they gave him full autonomy. That's how we made it to the World Cup. After when he came back, he tried to do the same thing. And what they did, they kicked their boot in him out. Right? What I'm saying is we have to get serious. A while ago, Cranky said that you have people from El Salvador. It doesn't matter how good their team is. They show 1,000 show. They show in the stands. Everybody show for El Salvador. but you have to understand, El Salvador has a footballing culture.
Yes,
right?
but Cranky tried to erase the context from the conversation. That's why I'm stuck on the context to say that you have to respect what someone installed before. Jamaica never installed nothing at all.
Nothing.
So how can we gain something where we never install? And that we are trying to do every step of life. We want to install a coach where we never gain. Coach never gain the position. We want to install players. We never gain the position. Then we want to install fans to love the team. We never gain the position. So that's what my argument was about, you know.
But this is why I was scratching my head when I'm listening to Cranky speak. I'm like,
no, I just think that Cranky, I got the answer from Cranky. Cranky was just fed up of after be going at them to make them understand. But Cranky, I'm gonna tell Cranky, this is a job for you to, if you take it up, you have to stand on it, or else people are gonna look at you different.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta stand on their necks.
Yeah man. But I think him get a different perspective by the time him done and realize, you know. So Cranky is a good person. I think him get information and then decide from there. But you made some valid points, you know. Yeah.
No, I actually like Cranky, alright, but this is the last thing, right? And why do you think the coach is pushing so hard for Leon Bear, right? It's not. And I know
I kinda see it. No, I kinda see it. The problem is because the coach come out and talk now. The coach, but he did came out and talk as well. Talked before. What he had said, he agrees with Leon Bailey. And remember, bring up the article and say, the man I don't know if people actually remember. Me say, this man come in a big lean and say, I agree with everything, almost everything that Leon Bailey says. Why man do? I fire him on the JFF, fire him, but not knowing, so the man already fire himself and move on. You remember I had said that live, you know, and people say, no man, JD, but I had said that live.
You said it.
I built a video around it.
What I wanted you to do was to step on their necks. I want you to
Wow.
say it loud and clear so they can understand it, JD. Let's be honest.
Yes, he actually he's just not, he's gonna remain professional, but he never liked nothing what the JFF did, and he supported everything what Leon Bailey stand for as it relates to the things that been put on the list, not the Craig Butler thing. I am talking about Leon Bailey. He supported what?
Craig Butler foolishness. I'm talking about Leon
Yes.
Bailey, the player. No, forget this attached.
That is true.
Butler. I don't want to see nothing about him. Let's talk about Leon Bailey.
Yes,
and what Leon Bailey can do for Jamaica.
And no, we are realizing because he came out complaining about his overall. He's trying to push the team forward to get other players. He spent his own money. He qualified, tried to ask for more money. Tried to force them to get in other players after getting connection with those players. And everything seems like a stalling thing. And maybe the last thing as well, maybe he won't come out and talk about that. But maybe the overall forcing of people on him never really like either too. But I think he never said it, but I think he never liked that either. Alright, and that was one of his main gripes as well. But based on my assessment, that is just my opinion on that one, people.
No, in order for the fans, right? In order for us to develop a footballing culture, we have to be able to digest what JFF is doing. And so far, we have regurgitated everything, right? When you look at a player like Leon Bailey, or you look at a player like Antonio, right? Antonio said he wanted to come to Jamaica from how long? And they sabotaged that for him, right? Our own federation did that one. When you look at a player that's marketable like a Leon Bailey, both of them are marketable, a great that's marketable, and our JFF has no clue how to market these players, right? In their eyes, the federation is broke or our country is broke. That's a lie. Jamaica is not broke. When these guys come on your platform and say these things, you have to challenge them. Alone, Jamaica bring in, I think it was $4.something billion, trillion dollars, I think it was, in just tourism, right? When you have 6 or 7 EPL players on your team that is well known in England, that we can market, these are the cash cows of our team. You're telling us that our team is broke? Man, we need to stop. JFF needs to get serious in order for us to move forward, right? And in order for us to make it to the World Cup. If you bring in a coach, Bring in the coach to do the job. Get out of his way. Stop. Leave your pompousness. That your Speed is saying he's so arrogant, so educated. All of the above. Speed, step out of the way. President, step out of the way. Bring in a coach that's well known, that's sort of good or educated with this region, so he can do what he needs to do to bring this team forward. JD, I believe in the team, right? Because we have the skill set. I don't believe in the organization, and I have to see which coach they bring in. Our number one Achilles heel has always been the JFF. Period.
And you believe that we should stand on it until we can let them hold themselves accountable? Or we should hold them accountable and force changes and should not try to dilute it. That's what you're saying.
JD, remember I'll call you off air. I'll call you on air. I said you need to have an in-depth conversation about this. It's not about the players. It's not about the coaches. Right? It's about our federation. You have somebody that's like a Bunny Shaw that was nominated the Ballon d'Or, had the most goals, and they didn't want to post it on the website, the JFF website. We had to get mad for them to post it.
The lack of the unprofessionalism is real, and that is a true statement right there. They're gonna spin the narratives, but that is a true statement. So, I understand where you're coming from.
That's it, JD.
All right. Respect, yeah.
Doing a good job. Continue having the courage.
Yeah, and always remember, before you go, always remember every argument. It always brings awareness to said subject. So even if you disagree with another person, only way you should war with the other person is when they are not receptive to learn anything or to change at any point, even when they prove that their point is wrong. That is where I disassociate myself with people. Because you have a lot of people that act like they know everything, but when you prove something to them, they will change. So it's just when people don't want to change at no cost, that's when I would just disassociate myself. So every conversation, it brings things to the table. So I always respect every conversation, Big Boss,
And I don't want to make it seem like I'm just like the Grand Reaper. Let me give Jacob one positive thing. What they're doing as far as bringing in, sending our coaches to get the different certification, that's a plus. Because these coaches are going to come back. They're going to be educated to what's going on out there. And they cannot instill this education in the leagues and in the players. So I must give them a positive for that. But that's all I can see. That will move the needle just a notch so our youth can be somewhat competitive in the world that's out there.
All right. So respect, yeah?
No problem. Take
all right. So guys, I'm already over the 2 hour mark. Let me just go through it. All right. So Dre says, I strongly agree with you, JD. If I am going to want someone to help me that is somewhat qualified and not a rookie, and someone there just to learn, should not get paid. Cranky says, England stumbled through the Euros and get berated by fans. Yet the fans turn up. Cranky, I think Cranky will not leave off this, but believe me, this is going to be a one full 24-hour war to get to the nitty-gritty of what everybody's seeing. I think today is the first day. I think Cranky not seeing what the person is saying. But it is clear still, but obviously maybe Cranky head ball like mine, so we're coming from a different standpoint, Yeah. I don't think he like them forcing in JPL players. It is right, and John Wall said JPL not good enough, yet still in the Dominica game they had 1 million JPL players. Alright? And I think they need to start come and tell the people the damn truth. Alright? And that's why certain conversation can be twist. Because the truth is there, and I actually agree with the caller. A lot of people try to cover the truth as well. JD, I love your show. You always talk the truth and you beat me when I talk the truth about Leon Bailey. You're so like funny. It's just because I'm supporting Leon Bailey here. Neil Golson. Stop it, Alright? Said the coach quit after the Neil Golson said the coach quit before the Canada game. So he said the coach quit from a long time. Alright. So Neil Golson put all the details to that. Alright, Neil Golson? Because from the other day, I see I come in somewhere like you drink the cocoa juice, Alright? Yes. But put a lot of things there. Don't try to deceive people. Alright? Don't try to deceive the people in there, big boss. Because if the coach quit, why is he still here? So let me put all context to it. And anybody you're getting information to, make sure they put all context to it as well. Alright? Because there is context to it. Go ahead, Rick Dan.
Yeah, JD, you all gone.
We're here just trying to get to the bottom of everything, what's going on, you know? And talk about whatever we saw with the coach and if it's a doom and gloom time. You know, Cranky brought up a good point to say that fans need to turn up in the stadium, but we dissect what Cranky is saying and put the spread the problem out. Fans get part of it for real, but also the JFF have to take a beating on it because they need to produce for the people, and because it's 6 months ago they started to even put up an interview for people to know the players them. So I had to make me and Cranky had a war on that. So I had to show him that you can look at it from two sides. We're not going to let them pass certain stage with just ease when it's not. They should be doing these things. It's mandated to do this thing. That's what make you into a federation.
Well, JD, let me say this. You know, so there are so many things more on this based on the calls and we put me up to go.
Yeah. I have to take peace out because the time I get limited and limited, you know. Yeah, man.
I disagree, Cranky. You're selling a product, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to garner trust from the potential buyers or the potential investors in that product, and there's no trust publicly, real or perceived, right? So you can say they should and they ought, but the JFF is not good at looking internally and seeing where they are wrong, right? In 1994 when Simoes come, the stadium wasn't being filled, right? He sold it to the Jamaican people along with the JFF, right? There was another program where a gentleman came on and he was talking about support for the national team back in the 98. And he said one of the great things that Captain Burrell was able to do was he was a great seller, right? I remember years ago, there were females going to the national stadium when I watch football at all. But Jamaica play in the Mako. Why have those people where outside of the national team don't watch EPL and watch any other football, right? What has happened why they don't have the passion to go out and buy tickets, right? We also have to look at the economic situation as well, JD. Can the average football fan of Jamaica, like always necessarily, them family, can they go and get tickets? Can the tickets be lowered? You get me? I said, I don't think them put enough emphasis on marketing, garnering new fans, getting meet and greets with the national players. You get me? I say where them can go schools, wherever them enough where the fans can feel engaged. I don't think them sell the product to the fans. It's almost like an entitled thing. The team a player come, Jamaican come support the team. It doesn't work that way, brother. Right?
Yeah.
You have to sell it to them, and Cranky needs to understand this. Yeah, them gave an example of El Salvador. El Salvador weren't doing well. I don't remember if a Nations League or something, brother. And I was watching it on YouTube. JD, I could literally count every seat in the stadium. You get my saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have a Waganese culture, but it's not only us. The people in El Salvador weren't doing well, and they did not come to the match. We are painting it as if Mexico did that though average or poorly for a few years, fans still would have full up the Aztec. I don't necessarily believe that. I'm not saying you won't have the hardcore support that will come out, but there are standards where the fans demand in order to support the national team. Sometimes they feel like JFF upon a bad man thing. Come out. Why? Just come out. You get me? I say them are done. You get me? I say you have to sell the product to the people. When Simoes came, they sold that product. It wasn't that we had a footballing culture that was accustomed to going to the national stadium and supporting the boys. But once they started winning, people start go because people want to be associated with success in the same way when track meets are keep at the national stadium. People go and pay them money and support because they know the quality of the performances that they're good are. Well, them believe in the quality of the performances that they will see. Right? That's one thing. JFF not good at marketing. What bother me as well, JD, the coach, when I was watching the Ireland interview yesterday, and the man kept hinting at Jamaica, basically Ireland being professional and Jamaica not being professional. As the JFF looked at themselves and think maybe they played a part in it. Yeah. Said that the coach even said like the decision was made, say I believe like 6 months ago.
Yes.
But then somebody from the JFF is coming and basically saying it come out of nowhere. Like why, brother? You can't get to the truth.
And I never respect it because when we read Gensec conversation, they made it all seems like even the president, they made it all seem like it's no, and that is why they sold that narrative, is to make sure they buy as much time to do whatever they want to do late. Because if you put it out that the coach said he's gonna leave, he informed them 6 months ago. And that he wants to leave. Obviously, he did. Neil said, "Oh, Neil goes and I saw his comment. You know, oh, but you can't talk to anybody until the coach left." No, Neil. If you know that your worker is going to leave because he told you, he sent his resignation, and this is the time he's going to leave, you're not going to have the replacement there, or you're going to wait for 6 months. But it's like guys, we have to reason neutral. Stop just try lay down on the JFF. You can just talk the truth once. People will be more respectful to you if you just want to lay down to one side. It's not true. If you know that he's leaving for 6 months, goddamn. Me go find the next coach for 6 months. Come on, man. And it'll look worse. It'll look worse for you. So you try to sell the narrative like you just know now, when you knew from 6 months ago. You just never want to make any adjustments and do it late. That's what you wanted to do. We have to be honest to ourselves, man. I want everybody support who they want and take your stance. But goddamn, man, when you have something blatantly inaccurate like this, and you still try to make a story, to spin it, say the JFF is right? Right where, man? Come on, man. Come on, man. That is not right, man. Agreed, Carla, 100%. That's what I had planned to say in the video.
JD, here's my issue too. It just never there go work. Him couldn't adjust.
Jesus
God. I call a couple weeks ago. Wow. We culture toxic, JD. Me I say this again. Right, me hear people on other programs that say he's not a leader of men, he's not this, he's not that. It does not mean he's not a leader of men. There are different type of people. Not everybody can work in a toxic environment and lead toxic people. Right? Whichever metric you want to use, whether we like it or not, the Icelandic society is economically better. Right? They have less of the social problems than we have. Right? Him couldn't adjust to the things where him come and see when we realize that it is not united.
Thank you.
War in the football. And that is okay. That doesn't mean he's less of a man. Me hear people at other places that say the man is less of a man. No, the man just not used to it. It's like if you take a youth from uptown and put him in the ghetto and say, yo, lead these young people. Him going to struggle. And that is okay. It just wasn't going to work. And I don't think it's a bad move, same leave, JD. I don't think he ever fell in love with Jamaica. You see now the way where Simoes fell in love with Jamaica. I think if them never fire Simoes wouldn't left. I don't think even till now Simoes would have left. But not everybody can deal with the culture.
No. One second, Carla. Jura saying, so are we saying Grimmy, the Grimmy guy is right for doing what he did? What he did? No, but what he But what he actually did? What he actually did? Because I know we don't know what he actually did, you know. Because he told them, if he told them 6 months ago, Juras, that I am going to leave because I can't get what I signed up for. When the man signed up, this first statement was, the pool that Jamaica has is much better than Iceland, so that helps me to go further in life. So if every damn thing that will stop me from actually getting what I've signed up on, of course me I left that Ross. What the benefits of me come and say something why me sign up for it? The man tell you what I'm signing up for. The man never sign up for no bag of JPL player make no team. It is because of the pool and him come here for make the World Cup. You only sign up say the man for make the World Cup, and him said because of the pool where Jamaica have. That is what will help him. And in his statement, he must say him try over and over, and then people block him ways to get the best ballers them. So based off that, you not fulfilling your side of the argument. So of course the man for left. Of course the man for left. Me not a problem with that. Me that leave too as well. Because if me sign up for something and you not give me what me sign up for, so what me for the what kind of we always a come back down to we for just be patriotic for no reason.
But JD, here's my thing. I'm gonna show you how we're not think critically, you know. Every squad from the
Juras.
pick, right?
Juras. I know nothing like that. Me can bet his son or nothing like that. I know nothing like that. Juras. Stop listening to some of them man. Them man information what them give you is to sway you back to their side. That's why I'm listen to two side first. You get me? So when Mr. Speak, come tell me that. Me not believe it, brother. Me not believe it. The one who pick the players them. That's his duty to pick the players them.
Exactly. Was responsible for scouting locally and telling the coach you put him and brother I don't think the people might be fear. Somebody
let me be a little bit more breakdown now because Juras I know that he might not come up on the front there. Listen to this now, Juras. Let me show you something. Look at what happened U20s. We have not talked about the U20s now. All one man needs to do with Juras is to tell you that the paperwork for this man never worked out on time. And because that never worked out on time, all of a sudden, you get set back. You don't have nobody else to pick. And that's what they're telling you, you know. And then that's the narrative sold. Okay, then nobody else not left. So then we have to pick the JPL man them then. And then Aritam, this, that. Come on, man. Because once nobody available, the only man I got become the most important man is actually Mr. Merangard because he has the 33% of picking the local players them. So really and truly, and the coach pick the local players them. Maybe the coach does need to come out and tell us, Aritam and this and that not available. And this and that turn down things. Just like how you have other stories coming out with facts as well. Some things where them can't deny, but let them keep on putting themselves in a position and then people come out and expose it.
JD,
people
can I say this quickly? Wait, I got add into your point. People remember Antonio came out and said at 22 he gave Jamaica first option. They said no. Two of the centre back them play for Everton came out and said the reason why them not in a Jamaica call up is they gave Jamaica first option and I went England and would call them Jamaica link them back. In fact one of them point blank said they were told, I don't know by who because I can't, but this is his story. Somebody in a JFF tell him that he was not good enough, right? But him then in the Premier League a start. So we not ever get the 100% truth. But let's just say there's a
and let me before you run, Kala, and let me add this to you know. Yeah. When the man turn up and play, when the man turn up and want to play, somebody in a JFF call him and tell him to cancel him ticket, and then out here I run propaganda saying turn on Jamaica, and then we have to come on the news and tell West Ham and Mikel Antonio sorry. That is a fact. People can go and research that. That is a fact. So you see the connection with selling. You see the connection with selling things. Sending letters, people can just easily well tell a man say nobody come and stuff. It happened with several players. It's not hard for happen. It's not hard for happen. It happened already in front of the people in my eyes, but the people don't remember. For me, I have to talk on information, and it happened already. It happened in our eyes and the world will come out. Antonio for go man. Antonio this. Antonio and West Ham come out and said they sent us a letter not for Antonio not to turn up. And them company, the two of them, the president are running into a car and them a try say something to him and then him a try him want have an interview because them get caught in a lie. People need to remember these things happen. People get paid for making national team, you know, people. I'm not insinuating anything about people get paid for make national team, you know. Alright? Yeah, so I would just leave it. There. Come on, man. It's a business, you know, man.
You remember the call I call after Cranky, like, we need to stop at this perception. We run through the Venezuela squad and we run through the Ecuador squad. It's a very good team. I don't know where him think the man might play ball if him please say they might play in a Venezuela, but that is not true. The man might play for some top clubs in a
No, I had educated him on that and say that it's not the same.
Yeah, but sometimes if we do a research, a little research and look, and let's be clear, Mexico out, USA out, them better than we. The only team I make it through was Canada. And you know what the good thing I'm for, JD? I was hopeful, so when we play Canada, them never install them current coach, and that was a we beat them and we make it to the Copa. So if Mexico can get knocked out in the group stage when Mexico are play basically home games, because all the stadium them full with Mexican fans, them can get knocked out, USA can get knocked out. CONMEBOL is just a different level.
That is a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Alright, my brother, I'm gone.
All right. And I'm calling back everybody, people. Just hold on. I will call you back when the time comes. Why are we conflating with what happened with the coach to players situation? Juras, all I'm saying to you, Juras, please, Juras, you said before that you listen to both sides. But Juras, I can tell you, you make your mind up based off what you're doing right here. Look, Juras, all I did was to show you that it's not the coach alone actually make these decisions, like get to players and give final report. It is not just him, Juras. It is not true. You see what happened on numerous occasions. You see players come out and say, when me get call. They were here telling people, we have Wezard in the same thing. We have Jamal Lowe the same thing. We have Greg Lay the same thing. Amari Bell the same thing. Hutchinson the same thing. We keep, come on, Juras, man. Come on, man. Come on, big boss, man. Me I tell you, me keep records in, man. All I'm saying is, a lot of things upon it's not as clear cut as what them people are trying to bully Uno into saying. They are making the space into where people cannot think, and we have to always just be like a robot. And I'm not a part of that, big boss, because I can't see the truth and then just making up lies to sell to the fans. And better me never. But if that's the case, I will never do back a Jamaican video. If that's the case, I will never do a Jamaican video. When me come here, Mr. Speed them right, you hear me back, Mr. Speed them. Me beat the coach. So if me see say, this is where my argument will lead to, me have to talk the truth. And you can't tell me something to avoid certain things when people prove that's who they are. No, we can't do that. We can't cut it out. Doesn't matter who came to. He couldn't get to play good football because he wasn't good. All right, we understand that, but the conversation is not how good he is. I agree with you, Malik, right there, how good the coach is. I agree with that. But we can't cut out every other conversation just to make our point be having more legs. All right? JD, you are disagree with Oral about him saying, yeah, I have not beaten Oral as yet, you know. No one can think for me. I thought you know me better. Oh, no. I said you, based on information gathered, you made a stance on it, and that's why I asked the question after. And I'm saying you have to look at everything because the coach never had full autonomy of everything. It doesn't matter what they said because the coach never picked Meran Garden for being coach. You understand me? So they started it off with not so much full access. So we can't, you understand me? So I think it does, maybe it required more assessment and more studies on it before you jump to a conclusion on it, Juras. Alright, you can war with me all you want. You can war all you want. Maxit, respect to JD for being objective. Yeah, man, we're gonna stay on it, man. Sorry, T-Gat, for not calling you back instant. I'm very sorry, big boss. Don't beat me up. Alright? See, Juras try to beat me up too as well. You understand me? Yes.
I was just, good morning to all everybody, anybody at the panel, everybody in the public sector, big up everybody. But this one discussion between you and Cranky, I was really alarmed.
Alarmed about what now?
What Cranky had to say, and the stand that he took. You understand? I know that sometimes everybody's not perfect and everybody's not right. This morning you were onto something, and I'm just really surprised. I'm gonna do this, you know, JD. I'm gonna do this before the World Cup qualification, right? Before the World Cup qualification, before
spoke with American Dominica. I was on I don't know if it was your video on your platform or somebody else's platform. And then leader came on and said, don't be surprised if we don't get another recognized baller to play the World Cup qualification. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What are you saying? Hold on, JD. Hold on.
Oh, boy, let me take a tea, got people. All right. Father Bling said the coach says the players can't play basic, simple football in the interview. Your thoughts on that, JD? Jesus God. I wanted to make sure we just do the doom video, you know, like, so we can go on more different topics. To be honest, you know. So that's all I was saying. And Juras. All I'm saying, Juras. Juras, I know you're gonna come with that. That's why I said people like Juras. Let me get T-Gat talk, you know? Let me get T-Gat before them fire him for the job, you know? I don't want him fire him, but in my teeth, T-Gat, call back, T-Gat. I will hold your space, alright? Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the coach was frustrated on a lot of things, but he preferred not to say it because they put him in a position from the first day he came here. That's what I'm saying to you. All right, let me know on Juras who I know. We want to beat the JFF for everything. No, Juras, me don't want to beat the JFF for nothing. Me want to point out the stories and lead to where it is. All right, yes. And I have not beaten the JFF on everything. When I come here and I actually beat the coach and beat me same way. Just beat me from every topic. Alright? A specific person beat me by every topic. Alright? This one, me I beat them and nobody can change my mind. Because me I provide facts and you don't want to, you want to hide that one and tell me say me I conflict this and me I conflict that and this and that. Sure. The man never liked Jamaica. Okay, that's how well now. The man never liked Jamaica. Brother, so now that's how you can say me not like Jamaica either. Because the same problems we have with Jamaicans, me have the same problems as well. That's how you say. That's how you say me Asian and me Surinamese and all them stuff here. Because me not like certain things. Alright, so leave the man alone, man. The man you beat me every day, Juras. Every day. Go ahead, Carla. Go ahead, T-Gat. Big up yourself.
So I was a little bit surprised when leader came out and said, don't be surprised if we don't get no big game. We were like, what are you saying? He was like, the players had a long season and they have to take a break and we don't get any and we're saving the ballers for Copa America. So when he said, when Cranky said, because I was listening to Cranky yesterday when he was interviewing Speed, when Speed said that he was surprised the amount of level baller that was picked for the JPL, he couldn't believe it. Like they are saying that the hoop was trying to sabotage. Listen, me a fool.
T-Gat. No, T-Gat. Before you say a fool, because I don't think you're a fool. That was said months before, and you have a point. If leader knows exactly who is going to be in the team, how would Mr. Speed don't know?
Well, let's break it down. Coach Hallgrimsson does not know the JPL ballers.
And he said that over and over. That's why yes, I implied someone for that. 11
JPL ballers on the team. Coach Hallgrimsson does know that. It must be somebody local who pick them and say, these are fit ballers to play for the national team. It doesn't go to all the JPL match. You pick out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. In the country like that. It's not in the country. They're even cussing that the code was not the JPL final.
Yeah.
People were disputing that he was not the JPL final and it's in the country. So, you have 11 JPL baller.
T-Gat, the problem is, the people not talk the truth and them just not be honest to the people. I'm gonna come to the chat right after T-Gat finishes, guys, and then I will go back to the call. Alright? You got finish up, T-Gat.
This more ask because they might have a higher level of learning with me. For Coach Hallgrimsson was under contract, don't you think, I don't know, don't you think that the Ireland FA asked GFF to speak to Coach Hallgrimsson if they can hire him?
Repeat, Big Boss. Repeat.
Alright, Coach Hallgrimsson was under contract with the GFF, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for Ireland to talk to Coach Hallgrimsson, you don't think they have to reach out to the JFF first because he's under contract?
No, they not have to reach out to JFF first. If even though he's under contract, because if someone talk to you, you have not signed any papers or anything, so you can have conversations with people just the same.
Yeah, but
in your free time, don't.
Yeah, but when you listen to the interview that Coach Hallgrimsson is doing now, that they hired him from last year.
Yeah, but that's the thing. And him said him tell the president, so they know. So he's making preparation for his job.
Don't announce it.
Yes.
After the Copa, as you have the Copa, you have the Nation League. He said you have the Nation League.
Yes.
He said they didn't qualify for the Nation League.
Yes.
He had the Nation League and he had the Copa.
But they know that he would have left from the Copa. So him, yes, that is correct. That's correct.
I am wondering, did they reach out to JFF and say, guess what?
No, they never needed. They never needed to. Tigat, look at it, Tigat. If you have a work, hold on, Tigat, hold on. So if you have a work now, you do your work now. You go to your boss and tell your boss, say, boss, you know, say after next month, the 15th, me now go come back, you know. From that day, you know, you don't care about the boss, you don't care about nothing, you just do, you're gonna remain professional. Hold on, let me finish now. You're gonna remain professional, do whatever the task is, but you know, so when it comes to the 15, I am going to leave. Alright, that's it. So the coach not do nothing wrong. The once him come out and tell me, say him tell the president, say him a left from that time.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that the coach did anything wrong. What I'm saying, I'm looking at a football contract for if a coach under contract for Manchester United and Chelsea want him, Manchester United have to give them permission to talk to the coach because he's on a contract and maybe he have a buyout clause or whatever.
No, Tigat. It could go that way, but that's if they wanted to buy out the contract from him. Right. He said he's going to resign. So there is no contract to be bought out. You understand me? So if it was okay, me gonna stay on a contract and you guys really love me, I don't want to pay for this. What I'm going to do now, I'm gonna contact Jamaica, which I have the contract with, and then now I would try to see if I can buy out the contract if you want me today. But if I resign next week and you sign me the other week, that makes it null and void. I never had a contract. I never had a job. You understand me?
Yeah, but the thing about it all boils down is what type of contract the JFF is giving out. Because how can you give a contract and a coach can resign in the middle of a contract without no consequence? You see that because you sign a contract for 4 years and you're going to resign in the middle of the contract and you're not going to give me no money, no compensation, you're going to leave in a spot to find another coach.
But listen to you now. If a man tell you when him going to leave, him said out of his own mouth, I told the president that I'm going to leave after the Copa. You can't say me have a problem to find the next job. Find next coach. No, but no, me not go off of what them say. Me I go off of what the last person say.
Hold on, man. Me understand that. But it's one where the deceit come from, you know. They say the coach tell them that he was going to leave at the final game when they were going to play Venezuela. The morning.
Tigat, you hear me?
Yeah.
Tigat, me come here 2 months ago and tell us that the coach resign from December. People in the chat the other day when I said the coach not on the balls. Me never tell them that the coach resign before. So T-Gat,
This is crazy.
see, T-Gat, why would I come publicly and say that a month and a half ago? Ask the people in the chat. So what could I know for me to say so? So let me stop lying. Let me stop lying and keep for people.
Yes, they were acting surprised.
It's not true. And that's why I tell Cranky say it's not true. Because if me know it,
It's not true. It's not true. I feel, this is my opinion, I feel like if they reach out, after they reach out to Hallgrimsson, they reach out to him and say, guess what, and they keep it under the wraps. They keep it under, because Ireland, if they keep it under the wrap, even when they were asking, I got to appoint a coach, but they said no, and they had them on. Even Ireland was surprised, because they said this guy is under contract. How they get this man?
But the coach, T-Gat, me play the video. Me have a video where me play the man and tell him say, him tell him, you know, him tell him T-Gat, him tell him say, me gonna come back after the Copa.
JD, me listen to more than one podcast from Ireland.
T-Gat.
Even the podcast from
So you hear what the coach said? You heard what the coach said, T-Gat? Did you hear what the coach said out of my own mouth?
Yeah, man, me a whole thing, man.
Alright.
Me hear a whole thing. And I'm trying to put pieces together. This is unbelievable.
Alright. The man might beat me now, T-Gat. So Father Bling says, so JD, you believe that statement that the coach, so a white man don't lie. So Father Bling, let me, before I continue, T-Gat. Father Bling, you hear what me just say? Me never tell you, so the coach tell me. May I tell you how long me know? And it was not a white man tell me. Father Bling, I just confirmed what he said is true because I knew it 2 months ago. That's all, Father Bling. It's not because a white man. So, geez, Father Bling, come on, man. Me never say nothing about no white man. Me I tell you the reason why me know it was a black man told me. It was not nothing to do with a white man. It was a black man tell me. Alright? Yes, I may know true because let me not go further. Let me done it right here. Continue, T-Gat. Finish up your statement. Because I'm not going to make Father Bling. It's not a white man. And that is very, very bad, Father Bling, using statements of color. Alright, sir? Go ahead. Them take off T-Gat. Them take off T-Gat off of the phone. Oh my God. People, you see what I mean? I've just explained myself, you know. It had nothing to do. Big of yourself, Owen, thanks for being a big league laying in the building. Yeah, man. A very good conversation, you know. But I'm just trying to. You okay? In 30 minutes. I'm gonna make a next phone call and I'm done. Yeah. So Jura says JFF is lackluster, unprofessional on many levels. But this coach never gave the JFF his all from December and took trips on the JFF time and cash to secure. So can you, Juras, say that this man take trips on the JFF funding? Do you have proof of that, Juras? Because I heard the man saying opposite that them owe him for him trips them, you know. When him taking a Juras. Alright? We have the opposite statement and that in a Juras. Alright? So, Juras, you see me? Juras. Don't worry. You're gonna get it, Juras. You're gonna get it. You are gonna get it. You are gonna get it, Juras. Marlon, how you doing, man? Hope all is well with you and the family. Yeah, the one Juras me and Juras are the war in Marlon because him come and say, yo, the man take this span JFF money and stuff, but the man that say JFF owe me money. Okay, Juras, well the man have proof say JFF owe me money. Film trips them then. So then if the man have proof and we have the proof too, Juras, so then what go on then, Juras? Go ahead, Marlon, go ahead. Because me I go war with him. Just watch, man. Me and him nah stop war today.
You see my point now, coach has moved on. Right? Another country. So why are we still following up the coach?
No, because Because Marlon, what they're saying is, the coach came out and state some things. Because if the coach come out and say 6 months ago, me tell you no, say me I leave upon this point, then why 6 months later you don't have a coach to replace him? Because he replaced himself. So that it is a sign of unprofessionalism. So that's what I think people beating the JFF on. And then on the coach's side, a whole heap of missing information, misleading information out, like say the coach a sell out. But that is not the truth. When they dig into the information, you can prove say it's not the truth. Because once the man proves say him give up, him resign 6 months ago and say, alright, then me go stay on to make sure when you can find somebody for do and do and get the team through this part. That is fear, Marlon, for you to find the next man. And then you just tell the people the truth, tell the fans the truth.
Question, did he submit a resignation to the JFF?
No, he never submit a resignation to the JFF, but him tell him said that a when. Because Marlon, if you submit a resignation, you don't have to leave same time. So all you don't know say him and because he must same talk to the president in Marlon and make the deal, you know.
He said talk to the president 1 month ago, right? Which was before the direct game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, but the thing is this, right? Because I listened to what the guy from Ireland said. So they negotiated it. They wanted him from
March.
From
I have the people.
Right?
Yeah, March.
He had the National League semi-final and would have been final at third place on the Copa America. So I thought he achieved the team qualifying for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Furthermore, I think he'd have won him to play this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember I said it to you? Remember I said it to you, man? I said, I don't care about no Copa America. I said I want to see my strongest team play in the World Cup qualifier. And if they want to take an all JPL team and go and play in Copa America, it doesn't matter me, because Copa America didn't matter me at all. It's just, I said it was an extra 3 game we get to play, right? The World Cup qualifiers were the game, right? And I think he's the one that gave the players, I think for him the Copa America probably meant more. It would have been another major tournament for him, for him to be a coach at the World Cup and the Copa America. So he probably wanted the stronger side here. And don't think yesterday I said to somebody, I said, it's the first coach that I've seen coach Jamaica. And when you're playing lesser opponents and you're giving them the most credit, same way, right? As bad as Tapa has been, I have never heard Tapa gonna play a Caribbean team and say, guys, they have quality players to show them respect. He went out there and he motivate the players to go out there and play. If you're playing players, JD, and you know the players are way below your team level, and you're telling them to give them respect, and I said it, I said the player, the coach held back the team a lot, and it shows every time, right? When you come to Bams and you're down 2-0 or 1-0 and you have nothing to lose, say, go express yourself. Why can't you tell the players to go and express yourself when the game starts? Right? So we always all about football. I said the coach move on now. So we now have to, because it's everything now is a hit and go now. Anybody come new, they don't have a game to come and really wet them foot or anything.
No, them have the Nations
right?
League. We don't need the Nations League. We can just focus on a World Cup.
No, you need the National League, because the National League qualify you for the World Cup for World Cup.
I know that, Marlon, but in a sarcastic maybe you don't need it. When the other man them say at them games there, people go just jump into, and that'll be them pretty much them get to know the team. So Marlon, you cannot hire a man and tell him that the first game is so meaningful. You know, Marlon may know football. No care where you tell that man, him not gonna take on that job and believe that it's gonna be a international friendly. I'll find out my players them. After me don't know the players them, Marlon. So a suicide mission you say me upon, yo, I have to qualify for World Cup, Gold Cup, I can't try out. No. Eh? Where's that?
We should have time to get the team ready for the World Cup qualifiers. But these games are meaningful, because these games show you where you're ranked in Concacaf as well.
Yes.
If you don't do good in the National League, you're probably in League B.
Yes, we know that. But Marlon, you can't put so much pressure on a coach with just a coming big boss.
Yes, so that's why I said, JD, the two first games for him is an introductory thing for him.
to know the players.
Mm-hmm.
Come and really, but by the third and fourth game now, the return game against
Honduras
against Nicaragua, he might have a feel to see, yes, I can assess.
So the third game is Nicaragua, right? The third game is Nicaragua,
and the fourth game is Honduras.
Honduras again, yeah. You're agreed.
So the two first game, nobody can really come and beat anybody come there. If I take Pep come and he's not gonna work magical, guess what? The coach gonna meet the same like how they agree to come and take the Argentina game.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing gonna happen.
Facts.
Gonna have the players from a 3. So at least at Mr. Spencer, he want to have the coach by first, so he can do his work by getting to understand the players, go over tapes of the players and look at the players. And remember the thing about it, the league won't start at the same time, so he might get the players playing 3 games and basically, you know, everything. So we're basically on the back foot. What I said, those 2 games, we cannot really assess the coach in those 2 games, right? No matter who they bring there, nothing cannot be implemented in those 2 games. So I'll give him some move on. I wish him luck with Ireland. He has some good players there. He has 3 good goalkeepers, 3 good centre half, right? Have some midfielders. So they're in a tough situation in the initial league as well. I think they're group with England and whoever else is in the group. So we just have to focus on us moving forward now.
Yes, but Marlon, I think that people had a point of making sure you hold people accountable. Because remember, at the end of the day, Marlon, these platforms, I know that me and you talk about football, but obviously Jamaica don't play football, so we have nothing to talk about when it come on to football. We are trying to structure ourselves towards the football, and we have to sell fans the actual belief to turn up in the stadium. So we have to hold them accountable, find where the problem is. So that's why I never just run out. I could have done the video last night, but I never did so. I made sure to collect as much information so we can have a conversation to see where it's going to lead. You understand me? So I think the conversation is healthy to have, like me and Cranky, because Cranky has said people just get up out of their mouth and just not. Me don't want a word for Cranky. The video is there what Cranky said, and me disagree with Cranky. And I say we have to sell the people more information for them service. And then does Jamaica become a band of Jamaica for turn up at the stadium? You have to sell me why me need to turn up at the stadium, cause me will go there what track. Pour me have my money between track and Jamaica national team, Marlon. Me not go track. Me not go tramps. Because maybe me one young 18-year-old and more on the hot girl, sorry my language. Yeah, so you have to sell people something. So me not really believe in that tactics. You have to sell people, so the JFF have to do more, big boss. So people have rights to investigate because they want to know they must spend their money. That's why I came up with the video, Yeah.
Let me say something, and we say this, right? And we can also say this, right? Every team, when a new player comes in, they have an interview with public media and introduce a player, right? Remember I tell you, I sit down in the stadium watching Jamaica, Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Person from City, when flipping that Mexico, Suriname. Person from the JFF, when Fleming scored the goal, person asks him, say, I wish English player that you know.
Jesus God. Wow.
So, remember, so same night, I think the same night, we give win to Flema son score, Flema and
Jamal Low. 3-1 or 2-1? 3-1. 3-1, right? Because Ravelli score as well? Yeah, man, 3-1 when Besiswar get injured, right? Yeah, man, 3-1 because after Besiswar get injured, Suriname kind of drop off a farm. So 3-1. But you get 2 other goal scorers. 3. Let me make sure. Yeah, man, a 3-1, man. Yeah.
That's it, too. I said, this is amazing. The same man that they praise and say local based player, and they're the one who talking about the players and still don't know the players. So I think that's something in the future they have to do by bringing the players into international space so people can see them. Right? So if we're talking about marketing, that's something they need to do as well. But as I said, still, they're gonna really put in as a coach, right? As we say, there's a lot of applicants there, right? And you have to also remember this, when a coach have a chance to take a team to the World Cup, they will take chances with it. But at the same time, the federation just need to give the coach everything he wants, right? Yep, that's there. And we need a coach to come and just put his foot down same time with the players. And the people gonna talk about style of play. Style of play won't be implemented same time because the team didn't have a style of play from Mbappe or Ola. Right?
Yeah.
Coach can bring it. But as you said, we have players, we see the players play the club and we see what they can do. So when they come in the national team, why can't they play the same? And I said the system the coach employed didn't work. And when you have AC Palmer playing as an 8, right? You put him for a disaster on the field. We always say players can adjust, but when anybody who knows the player and watch the players, what player can also know that his scouting report also tell you that guess what? He's a liability playing deep. Lose the ball a lot by making pass in the final turn. So you take him out of comfort, so you put the man out there. So remember I said it, I said Jamaica is the only team in the Copa America playing with makeshift players.
So you're saying that we should scout our players, know about the players way more, and make sure we fit a system with the players in their right best position to get the best, maximize our results.
But you have players here. If you bring me as a midfielder and I see you taking a defender playing, what must I feel? Huh?
I know that's Mr. You are talking, Marlon. So I try ask you, yeah. Ask you, yeah.
I start the midfielder, right? I know the team get better, and you're gonna tell me I'm playing the position, right? So 7 years after, I cannot play the position. So the coach have take blame for the but I say he's gone now, right? He's gone, and time for us to move on, right? And really, anybody come in now and really blame because the coach have to come in now and be a man manager. Like he have to come in and really start to having communication with these players. Cause you're gonna basically learn him. So hopefully, when you get the job, he can start one-on-one dialogue with them. Tell his philosophy, the plan, team, and yeah. So everybody have to have a good conversation. And at the same time, I think this is something I think the federation need to do as well. Your senior players, you need to let them know about the coach who is coming in.
Right? Okay.
Not just take somebody and put here to just fill the gap. Because as I said, everybody say it's the easiest road for World Cup. Right?
That's what
the other countries are saying the same.
Marlon, the video the video we have out today now, is it a doom and gloom situation we're in now? Because I strongly believe so, and I know you might not say it, but almost everything what you said just a while ago, you're saying that it's on the edge. Nobody can. We're not on a chance to miss. So that is almost close to a doom situation, doom and gloom situation.
I will say doom and gloom. You see, the saving grace is this: if we had that game playing September.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay. We have their ear for those World Cup games to be played. Right? And remember I said once you and I said in the zone that Jamaica group that they drop in, they have to play who's there. So sometimes we're saying that we need to get the easier group. As we said, we can end up in a group with Panama and another team. We're talking about goal difference on JD. I remember we had the same conversation earlier. I said, look at it. You have a small team scoring a lot of goals, and then Jamaica and scoring a lot of goals.
Oh, so you say we could have get in that group with Suriname and them. So when we there's a fight for avoid Panama, they end up in an easier group because the smaller team must score more goals.
Yeah, so you have to fight for goal.
All right, Marlon. But at this point, Marlon and Costa Rica, Honduras, they must score the most goals. So maybe we still have a point now. But I agree with you. I agree with you here. So Jamaica can still turn out to get a so-called easier group.
Yeah, so it's a 50-50 deal. And I was talking to my friend from Panama, and it's the same thing he said. He said a lot of people give Thomas Christensen hell for the performance, the 2 games that they played. But he said, guess what? you want to go World Cup, you have to play who's in front of you. And that's basically it. So we can be here running and say we want to score a lot of goals, and then we are not scoring the goals, but the team that scored the goal, they will end up with a Suriname and probably even
Nicaragua. Nicaragua score a lot of goals as well, yeah? Yeah. All right. Good insights there, Marlon, because both of those teams, it could turn out that, but Suriname, Puerto Rico, and El Salvador, we think that men gonna score so much goals, them can win the games, them. But me not think Suriname gonna come out as the top goal scorer, top goal scorer. But they can win the next 2 games, maybe by 2-1 and 2-1, but not no 5-0. Me not expect Suriname to give El Salvador 5 and them something. Me still think say Guatemala still have a next game where them can drop all heap of goals in, you know?
Well, I don't see them they're scoring that amount of goal like what they scored and British Virgin. I think Jamaica will probably slaughter British Virgin and when they go there.
All right, slaughteration.
It's gonna be on the basketball court. They're gonna play, but so when person want to talk about small field, they're gonna play in a basketball court.
Oh
so
my God!
I think by quality, right? But as I said, still most of the big teams, and remember we said today, don't surprise next year if you see the smaller teams end up win the groups, and the big teams they win, but not with the goal difference, and they get it easier here. But at the same time, everybody want to go to World Cup, so it's not a sit down because the Nicaraguans they're saying they want to go to World Cup. The same thing Panama is saying. Cuba, everybody is saying the same thing. But I say still, the good thing for us, JD, we have time.
And you think we have enough time? The 11 months that we have now, because 11 months now, July we have July now, So
the next game is June, right? So if we say this 4 Nation League game here, right? If we make it to this, get 2 more there. To the quarterfinal, get 2 more. Make it to the semi-final, another extra 2 game. Whoever comes in have 8 games before he plays a World Cup qualifier.
Okay.
If we're saying we should make it to the quarterfinal, right? The group winners, the 4 group winners, will go to the quarterfinal. We're looking to be there, right? So basically, we have a chance to have 8 games.
All right. So before you go, because me have to take one more call before me done the show. Before you go, you would have taken Berhalter?
Huh?
Berhalter in because United States don't want him. So
I agree with it in a heartbeat. And guess what? Person my person said Greg is not good. I think if Greg is Jamaica team, he wants the team to the World Cup.
I actually believe that as well. I actually believe that football is not going to be the best, but I think it's going to be better than what I saw Hallgrimsson played.
Listen, if Jamaica get Greg right now, I think he knows the era, right? He knows the era. I think he take it and walk this team go straight to the World Cup. This is the 4-2-3-1 formation we want us to play.
Yeah.
Pressing system on other forward to press. So we forget about that. If we get somebody young, right?
Yeah.
If we get somebody young, get a young striker. Because Mickey don't have the body to do the pressing anymore. But I will take Greg right now.
I actually agree that I would have taken Greg at this point, but they paid him what, 3 million, 2.2 million. In 2022 included 900,000 in bonus after for the American qualifying for the World Cup. All right, so we would have paid him now because it don't look like we paid the next coach nothing like this, So you think he would have to take a pay cut for come here, don't?
Take a pay cut and tell us, guess what, qualifying for World Cup, we give you a big bonus.
Okay.
And we can say this. Remember this. They have bigger coach and Greg. I think Greg is the least coach that went there. The lesser coach of all the coach that US has. But guess what? I think he's the one that really developed US into the star-studded team. And remember now, US was a beat the stick from Mexico straight through.
Marlon, if you a war in a chat, But I agree with you, because they are not looking at football, nothing, Them just say the USA don't want him, so why we for want? You see the mentality we have, Marlon? You see the mentality we have? USA don't want him, why we for want? We are big team? We are big team? We are big team?
Is Jamaica a team close anywhere close to the USA team?
So that's my problem. That may try to tell him from day one, but the people like Cranky with him foolishness that talk about if we get everything right, we're gonna get close to the USA. Make people a bit Cranky, we're not a big team. We can take Beralta. Yeah.
Right now is one player in Jamaica team walking USA team.
And maybe Blake or Bailey. No, Pinnock got the only man get the game.
We fight with him where?
Yeah.
And the Americans rate him, so they might take him and use him over here. Nobody in the midfield. Nobody. Strikers going there. Right?
Facts.
Blake is equal now with USA keepers. Right? I think McKenna exposure playing in the US. And if you're gonna go by keeper, Blake don't even get close to you either. Because US have a ton load bunch of keepers.
Slonina's ceiling higher than everybody, you know, man. At this point, I think Slonina might be better than both Blake and Turner, you know. But I just doing not the experience. But this year, the man get the experience. He was the top goalkeeper in Belgium, you know. So, Slonina might just be better than everybody, you know, in Marlon. So they might have a goalkeeper better than both of the goalkeeper where I used to both countries.
Right? And they don't even consider him for Copa America.
No, they never call him up. Them tell him to go and do him thing.
First of all, I say, Greg is not a big coach, but guess what? He went and he achieved a lot here. Right? Remember now, after the Great Kingsman got knocked out by Panama, didn't make the World Cup, USA was doomed, right? And they really bring them back in. So, as I said, JD, I think he could come in and do a good job, right?
Mm-hmm.
He knows it, right? He knows the area. And as I say every time, I said the USA doesn't travel good. And they're a bully at home, but when they travel in Central America, anywhere in Concacaf they travel, they struggle. So anybody they can come in, we have to really get the team. But as I said, we just need the coach to come in and those 2 games get result from them. That's basically it.
Alright. So we link up here, Marlon. Maybe just take the last call because we have to run off, yeah. Alright, so people, that was Marlon. Cranky saying I'm gonna save this stream. Cranky, me not doing nothing. Young people who are, me don't know why I save the stream for. But you can save it because information is here and we will war again and me I got always war and to get the Jamaica team better. I will take Greg over subpar Grimmy. Okay. Wow. You know what? I'm going to save all the other streams. I am going to save all the other streams because the way okay, subpar Grimmy. Okay. Subpar. I am going to save all the streams because the way some of these mans are taught. No, I can't believe. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, JD. Wagwan.
I am here. You are the last one on the list, so we have to call you. We can't leave anybody on turn.
They said the best would be last.
No. It's not the best. What? Jesus, God, the egos of the man's them. First it was Cranky, the greatest in the space. Now it's Jason taking over Cranky. Say him are the best fella. Oh my God. I don't know what to say. Go ahead, Jason. If you want to be the best, just be the best. I don't even care right now. Don't just take it. Take it. Everything I wanna. You ever know. Cranky, worry Jason now.
I'm not gonna let you misquote Cranky. Cranky said he's the most independent.
Well, he might say him are the best of something. Him is the best independent. No, me and him have to war with independence, you know. Well, I don't even know. But yeah.
You're a major label, you know, he's independent.
Oh my God. Why I can't take it.
But in all seriousness, big up to the chat. Very, very spirited discussion this morning. Good show, as usual. But I want to just say a few things about, I know Marlon wants us to move on, and I said last night on my show, it will be the last time I'll be putting Hallgrimsson and thumbnail and stuff, but we have to discuss it because I think he said some things that were very important to the conversation as far as how we move forward, right? So, when Cranky was on the phone, he made a point. He said he always shows respect until he feels disrespected, and then he might disrespect people as well, right?
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of the people that are talking about the coach's unprofessionalism, what would you say was the key word that came up in the press conference?
They never respected him. They never respected him. That's what he said.
Lack of respect and lack of professionalism.
So what you call out hypocrisy?
Yes, because the fan base is cussing the man for being unprofessional. Yet still, he cuss the JFF every day for being unprofessional. So let me ask you something, GD. If you're in a situation and you are trying to make it better, and you are trying to make it more professional, and you are to say the man them not really work with what you are trying to bring, eventually your professionalism is going to start to match theirs, you know?
Well, that's what the argument would have led to. But Juras them not agree with you. Juras them say my average coach, you know? that don't have the average coach now have nothing to do with it, you know. So the man just pick a different topic just to say something else, you know. Yeah.
Well, here we are going to tie in the average coach now. Remember asking you something. Let's say Greg Berhalter the father and Licky made a nothing about money again. And him say, we're going to coach Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
When he come now and he in the first press conference and he must say all the things that we love and Ray, blah, blah, blah. 16 months, 18 months later, you start to see the team starts to look a different way. You start to see the man wear purple shorts on the sideline. We are going to say him unprofessional then? Or is it a symptom of what he must deal with on a day-to-day basis with the people who he must deal with? Eventually, you're going to lose your professionalism as well. Because it's a joke thing. And the reason why I can concur with the coach that his unprofessionalism is at play, just look at the different messaging that we see from the hierarchy at JFF from this happened, JD. One man I say it's a complete shock. One next man over here so I say it's the writing's been on the wall, right? So how much mixed messaging
and one man say him give and one man say him give the head of the whole thing notice 2 times, and the last one is almost a month and a half ago. We have to factor that in.
You know how life set up for some of us, JD. We have families and we are different. So I didn't get a chance to watch all of Cranky's show with Speed, but I had to call it because I had to ask him one question. I had to say, listen, if the president of the federation had a conversation with the coach prior to World Cup qualifying in June to say that he was going to resign after the Copa, how is it then that you guys anybody could be saying that there's some shock in this situation? And I think the pushback was, well, he didn't actually say the words that he was going to resign. He was just saying that he was, it could be a possibility. And I'm saying, well, if you're running a business or a program, wouldn't that mean that's the time to start for you to think about your contingency plan and not wait until the man give you the letter in your hand?
So based on what you're saying, so everyone stuck on the letter saying never handing any resignation.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
If you say the writing's on the wall and the man move out of the house from January, what else? What more signs do they need, people?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I never knew before starting this video now, because I never got a chance to watch Cranky's video as yet. I told him I'm going to watch it after, because obviously I want to learn.
It's worth a watch. It's worth a watch because one thing I will tell you, Cranky has a very good way of and I know he has a relationship with Speed, not really apart from YouTube, but it seems like, Speed respects him and will talk to him. So in that environment, I thought that Speed was more candid than normal on these programs. So I have to give Cranky his credit for bringing out a lot of information out of him, right? But when I asked him if you knew the writings were on the wall, why then are we, 3 weeks away from the August window? Because remember, people not remember, the first game is September, JD. But how many weeks these clubs need to know about the squad?
Yeah, you're right. You're right, yeah. And worst off, that's the time when people trying to get themselves ready for the new league, and the league starts, and yeah.
A metric is involved about going back from pre-season or looking for new club. we hear all them stories about our players.
Yes.
We don't hear it about other countries. So it's going to be a window that has its challenges as usual.
So you don't want to add as much to it. Okay, fair enough.
Correct. So we need to get the coaching so that we can submit and we can send out the things, because we have a problem with communication, right? And the last thing I asked him, I said, listen, since the writing was on the wall, have you, like how Ireland was, were you actively seeking anything prior to the resignation? He said no.
Okay.
But he said, because I have so many contacts in football, I can just make 3 phone calls and things will just happen quickly. But I'm saying to myself, so you mean to tell me that them man they over Ireland don't have contacts too and couldn't just do that? Why them take so long and do them thing? So that was a bit strange to me. That was a bit strange to me. That the stance he took when I asked that question, it was almost dismissive. I didn't understand that, because I'm saying I would think that everybody that's working in football in Europe and around the world, they have their database of contacts as well, but they wouldn't go about the selection process that way.
Well, I think this video is a good video to save then, because I never knew what was said over Cranky, and I would have found out eventually. But at the same time, I've talked in the same video about the culture, what you expect, and how impactful our culture is on these decisions that have actually been made over time, and overall our failures. And you never hear anything about the process of how you hire a coach. You're just telling me how much people in your phone. So what if those people don't fit the actual? What happens if you don't have nobody in your phone to fit the actual players then that we have now?
Thank you. And we saw that play out with the current coach, because he basically was saying not only was the environment hard for him to come to grips with, but clearly it was also the mentality and the style of the players and what Jamaicans would see as the style they want to see. It didn't match with his vision. Right?
Jura says JC is misquoting him. Alright, Juras, alright.
Misquoting Mr. Speed?
Yeah, that's what him said.
Wow, okay, well the evidence is there. I mean,
I am going to listen. And you see let me take a picture. Cause as the cranky say, he might investigate. Me I investigate too. So
well, the host of the show should still be in the chat. He can tell if I'm talking foolishness or not.
All right, but I will find out. Mister.
I know you will.
Yeah, don't worry yourself, man. Juras at work for something in him. I'm gonna get exactly what I look for. Yes.
I don't know. The last point. I know you have the things to attend to. I know you have things to attend to, but basically what I do want to say, I don't know if you heard this part of the conversation in the press conference with Ireland, but he was asked about, what would be different about his last couple international jobs, and he mentioned Iceland was a lot more similar to Ireland, but he said Jamaica was a bit different. Did you hear when he said that, JD?
I heard it's more than one interviews, and he talked about Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay, well, this was the one, the press conference with the director on stage with him and everything. But anyway, he said Jamaica was a bit different because of the way that the fan base hyped the players selected. And I was like, wow. The man literally said that out loud in the press conference.
Yeah.
The man said Jamaica was different because of the way the players selected, or the hype around the selection of players. So it was different for him. So when people used to say, boy, the man I leave because of you and all this, I used to rubbish that. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense. I thought about it some more and I said, well, if a couple of the people that are on his staff were YouTubers before, maybe he has a heightened sense of what's happening in YouTube based on the fact that he's seeing them every day. So maybe in some kind of way, all the noise and everything from the detractors was actually getting to him in the end.
Okay, and maybe based on what his objectives are, based on how he wants people to gravitate to him, because remember he said he wanted to learn the culture. So he might be swayed easily based off certain hype around certain players. And he could be telling that most of the, because the players them that was hyped are the little kids them. We have to be honest to ourselves.
And the fact that he actually used the word hype.
Yes,
well.
because obviously he's not talking the players them that's actually good.
Exactly. So yo, JD, listen, me have to run.
Do you think, man? Do you think?
Respect for the call.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, so people, we have come to the end. I saw Cranky still a war in the chat. Cranky said, go and subscribe to J. Laguna. Because he's very rational, thoughtful in his approach. So I don't know if that is saying the opposite of me or something. I don't know. I don't know if Cranky will look at World War IV again, you know. But at this point, you know, I think I'm going to have to leave the Jamaica content completely alone, you know, and just give it to everybody that is way more rational than me and everything. Because I think I don't need it anymore, you know, because we are going to have fights, you know. Too much emotions, JD. Well, no. We brought up some facts, and the facts them don't matter anymore, you know. So yeah, man, I want to leave it alone, you know. I want to support the teams, and me not have so much emotion ties in, you know. And we can just talk football, and people say me have sense, you know. Yes. All right, so people, thanks for the continued support. Cranky said him saving the video, so me and him have the war 64 times. Again, from this point, because I am going to start writing down my things, preparing for the war, the big war. Me and Cranky have the debate called the war. Alright? Yes, he's going to pick his subjects, and we are going to be there. At this point, this is bullying. No, man. Cranky, I done, man. Alright, a Cranky has a style thing, you know what? Leave him alone. Alright, so people, I have to attend to the kid. Alright, I will clip this one big war. No. Alright, people, we don't love the foolishness. Alright, so big up everyone that came on. Massive respect. We tried to do a video on is it a doom situation for the Reggae Boyz. Alright, and we stayed on topic right throughout. Alright, even the callers, they stayed on topic right throughout. So massive respect for that. And we are going to try and start talking about U20s. Alright, because I can be more freer on those contents, you know, and I have some other competitions to cover. So thanks yet again, and respect to every one of the persons that called in. Massive respect. All right, bye bye, take care.